Hello, and welcome to your February 13th Legal Shield Super Saturday. Your hosts for today's event are none other than the Florida Network Vice Presidents, Daniel and Rebecca Gonzalez, Georgia Network Vice Presidents and Young Pro SNVPs, Joshua and Michelle Lockhart, and last but definitely not least, your Gulf Coast Network Vice Presidents, Alex and Julia Shahid. And now, please welcome the one and only, the president of the network division himself, Mr. Don Thompson.
Now, I'm going to tell you about the network incentives that we announced for the month of February. On February the 1st, we launched the Fall in Love with Los Cabos incentive. From February 1st to the 13th, simply have $100 in new network personal premium. So you enroll $100 personally, plus one new recruit, and you earn one entry into the drawing for 7 trips to Los Cabos. It's going to be amazing, and you want to be in this drawing. But that's not all. You can get even more entries. If you have $100 in new network premium and 2 recruits, you get 2 entries into the drawing. And if you have $100 in network premium and 3 new recruits, you earn 5 entries into the drawing. So everyone should shoot for $100 in personal premium plus 3 new recruits in those first 13 days of February, because you get 5 entries into the drawing. You got to meet the activity requirements to be entered into the drawing for these 7 awesome trip packages. And you could be telling your Valentine the news that you are taking them to Los Cabos in July. Also, as a reminder, those of you that are in the running right now for the leaderboard for Cabo for this July, it was a 5-month contest and it ends on February the 28th. So if you're on that leaderboard, whether you're in the builders category or whether you're in the producers category, make sure you see where you are and work hard in February to secure your spot for that Cabo trip. Now also remember, we have a special 2-a-day engagement challenge going on right now. It's called the Share the Legal Shield Love 2-a-day challenge, and it's in play until February the 10th. Simply have 2 engagements every day on your Prospect by Legal Shield and be entered into a daily drawing for a $100 Visa gift card. Every day that you have 2 engagements on PBLS until February the 10th, you'll be entered into that daily drawing for that gift card where you can use it to take your sweetheart on a special night on Valentine's Day. So make sure you go out every single day, you do your 2 engagements, because daily winners are going to be announced on the Legal Shield Associate Success Facebook group every single day. Now, for those of you that are senior directors and above, or those of you that are striving to go senior director in February, I can't give you all the details yet, but I want to let you know that there's going to be a special opportunity for you in the month of March. So you want to work hard this month in February to go senior director or above so you can take advantage of this special opportunity that we're going to have in March for those senior directors, executive directors, and beyond. So work hard this month. It's your month to secure your qualification so you can be eligible to take advantage of this special opportunity coming up in March. We're already calling it March Madness, and we call it March Madness for a reason. So make sure you go senior director this month in February.
Hello, Legal Shield family. David Hauser, Regional Director for West and North Florida. Man, what an amazing company we have. Great news. The 2-a-day engagements in your Prospect by Legal Shield has been extended through the end of February. So what does that mean to you? Just continue doing the activity of having 2 people engage in your information that you're sending to them every single day, and you could be eligible to win a $100 gift card. Guess what? You can win more than once. They will have a drawing every single day to give away $100 to the person that is doing the activity. So again, 2-a-day challenge has been extended through February. An extra $100 to $300 coming into your household makes a big difference on how you spend Valentine's Day with your honey, right? So listen, continue to do the activity. The company is doing this to help us to drive that momentum into the month of March, where we can experience the March Madness, which will be happening in March coming up. The company is doing some amazing things. Some new announcements will be coming out. So you'll be glad that you continued with your 2-a-day engagements in Prospect by Legal Shield. David Hauser, Tallahassee, Florida, signing out. See you over the top.
Hello, Legal Shield family. Kimberly Smith here from the Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale area, and I am honored and so excited to be here with you all today, this Saturday morning/afternoon, and to be able to share with you the new Performance Club. So those of you who have been in the business for a while, how great is Performance Club? The company gives us extra money for going out to do what we signed up to be an associate to do anyway, right? Protecting families, helping people earn extra income, or to live financially secure. And they give us money for doing that. Those of you who are new, if you have questions about Performance Club, I hope by the end of this segment, I will have answered those questions for you. So let's get started with Performance Club. We have two tiers. We have the Performance Club, and then we have the Performance Club Pro. So the Performance Club, you want to maintain $100 premium monthly. How do you get $100 premium? Protect 2 families at the $54.90 plan. Protect 4 individuals at the $24.95 plan. Or do $67 in membership premium dollars, bring somebody into business with you. That gives you a 50% multiplier, which then brings you to $100 premium, and you just Performance Club qualified. The Performance Club Pro, you need $200 premium. So protect 4 families at the $54.90 plan, or protect 8 individuals with the $24.95 legal plan, or do 120 membership premium dollars, bring somebody into business, you get that 50% multiplier, bring a second person into business with you, you get an additional 25% multiplier. That just gave you 200 premium dollars, you Performance Club Pro qualified. Now you do this month after month after month, continue doing it month after month after month after month. After the 4th month, you receive a bonus. Now, it's very important to write good business. When you write good business, it keeps your retention up. When your retention is up, you get higher bonuses. So after the 4th month of doing good business and Performance Club qualifying, you will receive a $65 bonus. After the 12th month of Performance Club qualifying, you will receive $185. After 24 months, $250. When you Performance Club Pro qualify, after your 4th month of good business, consecutive Performance Club qualifying, you will get a $125 bonus. After 12 months, $375 bonus. After 24 months, you will get a $500 bonus. So not only are we getting our advanced commissions, we are getting team overrides, we are getting residual income, we are now getting a Performance Club bonus for doing what we signed up to do anyway. How great is that? But it doesn't stop there. It gets better. PC for life, baby. So what is PC for life? We want to build a culture in our team that everybody Performance Club qualifies. So if everybody Performance Club qualifies and you reach the senior director level, you then get an additional bonus from months 4 to 15 because your team is Performance Club qualifying. So I'm not sure if the leaders actually know what they did. Let's keep it quiet, right? No, I'm just kidding. But you guys, seriously, it is February 13th. We have 2 weeks left of the month. That is plenty of time for us to go out and Performance Club qualify. I say we all go out, we Performance Club qualify, we become the #1 state to have the most Performance Club qualifiers in February of 2021. Who's up for the challenge? I am. Well, it's been a pleasure being with you for these past few minutes, and I really hope I get to see all of you live, up close, and in person very, very, very soon. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Happy Valentine's Day, and let's all go to the top.
Well, hello, Legal Shield family. How's everyone doing today? So excited to kick off our recognition segment here. We're going to start off with Performance Club. And I just want to say I am so proud of these individuals going out there, getting it done. You just heard Miss Kimberly talk about the importance of Performance Club and qualifying month to month to month, leading by example, teaching your teams to do the same. So I'm just so proud and excited. So do me a favor, folks. If you're watching this and you see someone that you know, an associate on your team, or maybe just a friend or a colleague here at Legal Shield that is Performance Club qualified, doesn't matter if it's 1 month or 100 month. Just recognize them, celebrate them, blow the chat up, let them, they can't hear your voice, but let them see that you care, because we're a big family, folks. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this scroll here. Let's celebrate last month's Performance Club qualifiers. Now that was unbelievable. There were so many names. I mean, I know we're recognizing multiple states, but it's still such an honor to serve for a company that just breeds success. Now, I do want to say, there was a lot of names. I hope you were focusing in on the columns that pertain to you and your state. And even if you weren't, I hope you were celebrating the people that you saw on there. So next, we're going to go out to our brand new associates. Now, I know that it's way too many to list on here or to scroll any kind of recognition to put their names on here, because we would be sitting here for the entire Super Saturday, because Legal Shield is absolutely just exploding right now. So congratulations to all of the brand new associates, especially if you're on this event right now, because we have an entire system in place, and Super Saturdays are a pivotal instrument in growing your business. So you are partaking in the system that is going to help you be successful. So congratulations for being here. So next, folks, we're going to recognize our senior associates in all of the states that are participating today. Congratulations to our brand new senior associates. Incredibly proud of you, folks. again and again. Just success on top of success, folks. Look, I'm looking at the number of attendees right now. We're close to 200 attendees. That's so exciting that so many associates decided to get up this morning and participate in their own success. But here's the thing. I'm watching all the comments in the comment box. I see a lot of my good friends, old friends, people that I know that I haven't even met yet. And I'm excited to see you on here. But here's the thing. I also don't see a lot of names. I see a lot of people that should be on here that aren't on here. So do me a favor right now. If you haven't yet, maybe someone's having a problem with the link that they got. Maybe the link's broken or they can't get on. Do me a favor. Just stop what you're doing right now. Go into the address bar on YouTube, copy the link that you're watching from right now, and send it to 5 people on your team. Send it to 5 people on your team right now. That way, just in case, if they're having trouble, they get on this Super Saturday. You don't want them to miss the recognition, especially if their name's going to be on here. You don't want to miss a chance to celebrate them. You also don't want anyone on your team to miss the phenomenal trainings that we got coming. We got Mr. Alex Shahid coming up soon. We got Mr. Josh Lockhart's going to do some training on here. We got Mr. Jeff Bell, our servant CEO, and Mr. Aaron Browning, folks, to deliver an incredible training that's going to teach you how to become an executive director in 72 days. So you don't want anyone on your team to miss that. So take the time. Right? We're a family, folks, and sometimes family, they're not tech savvy or maybe something's happening. Reach out to them. Hey, are you on? If they're not, send them that link. Let's send it to 5 right now. And while we do that, I'm going to go and celebrate our managers doing an amazing job. Now, these folks are starting to lead. They're leading by example. They're helping others be successful with their Legal Shield business. So I couldn't be prouder to celebrate our managers, brand new managers. Congratulations, guys and girls. Just incredible, all of the success there, folks. Congratulations to all the managers. So our next segment, we're going to go out to our senior managers, brand new senior managers since our last Super Saturday. Now, this is a very exciting spot, right? Because you got to that manager position. You've had some success. You got some bonuses, right? Because you got bonuses. And if you're able to get that senior manager position, probably had some bonus waiting for you there as well. So I'm so excited for this next group of individuals because it's a stepping stone to director, right? So congratulations to all of our brand new senior managers. All right, awesome. So next up, we're going to hit our dangerous directors. Now, look, folks, whenever I do my opportunity presentations, I always like to, I don't want to say pick on, but I like to highlight the director position. Why? Because at the director position, you make a significant income. If you're marketing that family combo plan, right? You're protecting a family with our legal plan and then protecting the same family with an ID Shield plan. As a director, you're making a $200 plus commission. That is extremely, extremely exciting because that means that you have control and it could be predictable income for your household. I mean, if you were just part-time and you were consistent and marketed one plan a day, if you protected one family a day as a director, that's a $200 day, that's a $1,000 week, that's a $4,000 month, and that's just over $50,000 a year here at Legal Shield as a director. So I'm so excited for the success that these individuals have had. They've made commitments and sacrifices. Remember, you cannot have success without the sacrifice. So I want to celebrate these individuals, folks. Make some noise for Legal Shield's newest directors. Just so many. I mean, it's just an incredible time in Legal Shield. So much success. I mean, I'm so excited. I'm pretty sure I got some of my hair starting to grow back right now as we speak, guys. I'm just kidding. We know that ain't coming back. But I'm not kidding about the excitement, especially for this next group of individuals who are senior director or executive director and above qualified. Now, guys, understand this next panel of individuals, this next segment is put in place to celebrate those. They go out and get it every month. These are monthly qualifications, right? That you got to qualify. You got to wake up and decide every day to do your daily activity. And as a reward for that, you get the bonus levels, such as that senior director position, executive, bronze, gold, platinum, and above. So please help me celebrate those that are blazing the trail here at Legal Shield, leading by example in the trenches, helping as many people as they can, our senior directors and above. Congratulations to you all. Now that's just funny right there, folks. We had more executives and senior directors than we had music, right? That's a good problem to have. I'm so proud of every one of you folks. We appreciate your leadership. Thank you so much for everything that you do, not just for this company, but for your teams and for your families, folks. So we definitely appreciate you. The last individuals I would like to celebrate and recognize before we move on to our next segment here, folks, is our field leadership, right? We have NVPs that day in, day out, they do whatever they can to make their states better. And we have CMCs and other field leaders that are in place, folks. And these are individuals that sacrifice their time, right? And these are servant leadership positions. They sacrifice their time to help make the grounds that we have here at Legal Shield a better place for you to build your businesses. So I want to just a quick shout out to all of the NVPs, the CMCs, and the field leadership. Thank you so much for everything that you do every day, getting on those Facebooks, sending out the emails, right? Participating in your regional Zooms and hosting those events, right? It's a different world than when it was when we're having live events, but you are still needed and appreciated. So thank you so very much for that, folks. So let's go ahead and we're going to move on to our next segment here. We're going to get Mr. Alex Shahid coming in and training. Mr. Shahid, to you.
What's going on, Legal Shield family? My name is Alex Shahid. I am so excited and honored to be here with you today to talk about launching your business. First of all, let me just say congratulations on making an amazing decision. I know 10 years ago, I was a 23-year-old college kid, and I decided to start my journey as an entrepreneur. And it has not always been easy, but it's been worth it. It feels so fulfilling to know that I said yes to an opportunity that could change my life and that everything has looked different for me, just like it will for you. And so today I'm going to talk about, after you made the great decision to come on board, what's next, how do we operate, and what is the system of success? Because when you go into McDonald's, right, we know they don't have the best hamburgers, but they have an amazing system. And because of the amazing system in McDonald's, they sell more hamburgers than any other franchise in the world, right? The white wrapper is the hamburgers. Yellow wrapper, cheeseburgers. Blue wrapper, fish sandwich. Like, I never worked at McDonald's, but I still know that because of the quality of the system. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. So I'm going to go over a few things with you today that can allow you to change everything for your family and for your future. And just real quick, my background, 23-year-old college kid at the University of Alabama. I was serving tables and personal training. I had never done anything like this before. So understand that I was just like most of you. Some of you have come in with college degrees and you're marketing people and you're business owners and you know how to do stuff like this. That wasn't me. I didn't know any of that. But I was coachable. I had a burning desire, and I sat down and set my goals. That was the first step. I said, man, if I could just make an extra $1,200 a month, that would be a game changer for me. Now, it started really with my first 300, but the goal was 1,200 for the month. But I said, if I can make an extra $300 this week, that would be a game changer. And we were able to do that. We actually generated $3,600 our first month. It was December of 2010. And I just remember how giddy I felt for applying exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you today and achieving such amazing results. And so obviously we want to help you get Fast Start qualified, right? That's our first rank with Legal Shield, where you just help protect 2 families and invite one to come on board with you, $100 in premium and a new recruit. You actually get paid, promoted, and profit, get a bonus, and create a story, which is one of the most important things that you can do, because facts tell and stories sell. People don't buy from the depth of your knowledge. They buy from the height of your enthusiasm, right? It's kind of like when your favorite song comes on the radio. What do you want to do? That's turning it up. That's what I was doing. You want to turn it up. And so when you're excited and enthusiastic, like I am right now, you have to ask yourself, when you're sharing Legal Shield with people, do they want to turn you up or turn you off? Right? Because it's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it, even though we're going to give you some basics today. So the second thing is getting your technology started, right? We've got your Legal Shield app, your ID Shield app. You want to make sure that you have that on your phone, because the most valuable real estate today in 2021 is not New York, California, Miami, or even Dubai. It's the 7 inches of glass on your home phone screen. And so by you getting your app on their phone, you're winning. And by getting the Legal Shield app on your phone, you're starting, right? We also have something called Prospect by Legal Shield. It allows you to share resources, share videos, share documents, all from the mobile app. So you want to make sure that you log into that. Every single resource you need is at the palm of your hands, as well as the LS Engage app. I absolutely love that. We also have your back office, which is lsengage.com. We also want to make a game plan, right? So now that you're started, how much, how fast? How many hours a week do you have to work Legal Shield? If you can work Legal Shield an extra 3 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours, 15, 20 hours a week, right? What amount of time are you going to be able to put into this? And what kind of ROI, return on investment, do you want for that time? So, let's say, look, Alex, I really only have about 5 to 7 hours a week. I said, okay, great. How much money would you like to make? I'd like to make $10,000 a month. Okay, no worries. So at 5 to 7 hours a week, $10,000 a month. I mean, we're talking about what? $500 an hour? So we want to be realistic. We want to set proper expectations. You say, Alex, I got 5 to 7 hours a week to work this. If I can make an extra $500 to $1,000 this month, that would be a game changer for me. Now you're talking about working, 20 hours for the month, an extra $500 to $1,000, 20, 30 bucks an hour is reasonable, right? Once you learn the skills to put in, give it some time. May not be the first day, right? May not be the first week, but we're going to show you a system that if you want to move fast, you can. Legal Shield's kind of like a Ferrari. You can drive a Ferrari slow if you want to, but it's designed to go fast. Success loves speed. So why are you getting started with Legal Shield? What's the motivation behind giving up the 5 hours for the extra $500 to $1,000? Because sometimes it's not about money for people. Sometimes it's about spending more time with their family. Sometimes it's about significance. Sometimes it's flexibility of control of their schedule. See, here's one of the things that's the biggest misnomer of starting a business and running a business. Sometimes you have to give up the very thing that you want to gain when you get started. It's a season. It's like you can't experience summer and winter, spring and fall. It's a season. And so you say, Alex, I really want to spend more time with my family. Well, the 5 to 7 hours a week is going to take away 5 to 7 additional hours from your family. You have to understand that it's worth it. There's a price for the prize, but the prize is worth the price. The juice is worth the squeeze. We probably all heard that one, right? The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first footstep. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to start to become great. That's the Legal Shield journey. Today, at the age of 33, knowing that I'll never have to work for money for the rest of my life, retiring Julia from her job as a nurse to be a full-time stay-at-home mom with our 2 kids, and me working full-time from home because of our Legal Shield business in our early 30s, being able to earn a multiple 6-figure income. Mind-blowing. But it all started because of this, because I had a plan. So again, our system of success is launching your business, making sure that you have a private Zoom call. So that what we're going to do there is you're going to invite friends and family and people to simply take a look at Legal Shield, right? We have the verbiage, we have the training videos on that, so I'm not going to get into it right now, but you're going to invite those people to take a look, and somebody else is going to do a presentation. Whether you have 5 people, 10, 15, 20 people on that private Zoom call, the more the merrier, right? Half of the ones that jump on aren't going to be interested anyway. The other half that are interested, only half of them are going to be ready to buy right now. So if you have, 12 people on the Zoom, 6 are going to be interested. Out of the 6 that are interested, 3 are probably ready to enroll today. The other 3 may take some follow-up. The other 6 may need more information, or it might not be the right time for them, right? So I always tell my team after the launch, it's very simple. 2 exposures a day, 2 weekly training calls, 1 Saturday a week, which you're on right now. This is our Super Saturday, and 1 weekend a month for our international convention. So 2 exposures a day, 2 weekly trainings, 1 Saturday a month, and an international convention makes this thing really go. But understand that, again, that sacrifice short term lends to a lifetime of freedom. See, the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. It reminds me, I got a magazine right here. I'll grab it. It's let's see, it says get ripped in 8 weeks, right? 8-pack abs in 8 weeks. The dude on this magazine worked out for 8 years to be able to get ripped in 8 weeks. So understand that you have to give up short term to gain long term. What do they say? There's no pain, no gain. That's in the gym. You want to get big muscles in the gym? Boom. It doesn't happen in a day or a week, but if you do these simple things over the next couple days, next couple weeks, next couple months, this time next year, life looks totally different. And that's just the beginning. Imagine 3, 5, 7, 10 years down the line, you built a successful Legal Shield business that retires you and your wife, you and your husband, you and your significant other, you and your dogs, right? From your job to live life on your terms, to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. I love it. It gets me so excited because I remember the enthusiasm that I had when I first started. And to see that come to fruition today, just because I followed a simple system, absolute game changer. So we want to make sure that you get trained. We have fast start trainings that are happening all across the country, just about every day of the week. You want to go to my.lsengage.com/start. That's my.lsengage.com/start. All the things that I went over with you today are there, but more importantly, you can register for your Fast Start training classes where you have people like myself, others that are going to train you, top executives, not corporate people, people from the field that signed an associate agreement, or I should say, I signed an associate agreement. Like y'all probably keyed it online, but mine was a decade ago, right? Just like you that are winning, that have field experience, that are in the top 10, top 20 of the company, that are going to be teaching you not out of theory, but out of practice. People that have been there, done that, and are still doing it today. They're going to give you the step-by-step wisdom and how to win big. And so you can get registered for that class. Literally. I mean, I've taken classes from Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, Grant Cardone. I mean, you name it, right? And I paid thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars for those classes. This Fast Start training for Legal Shield is absolutely free as a part of the $99 that you paid to become an associate. Look, for those that take the training seriously, their lives will change not because of the money, but because of the person that they become. Success or failure doesn't have to do with finances. It's 6 inches. It's from ear to ear. So that training will teach you how to launch your business, but understand what the mindset of an entrepreneur is. See, you can make a living from 9 to 5, but you can make a fortune from 5 to 9. It's not what you do at your day job. It's what you do nights and weekends that ultimately determines the quality of your life. See, formal education will make you a living. Self-education can make you a fortune. So the more serious that you take your journey in Legal Shield, the more successful that you'll be. And number 5 is take action, right? In closing, you know, success loves speed. I was told a story one time. There was 3 birds sitting on a power line. 2 decided to fly away. How many is left? Right now I'm from Alabama. I can do the math. That's 1, right? And he goes, no, all 3 are still on the power line. 2 decided to fly away, but they didn't take action. I said, man, you got me. So you're going to learn some great things. You've already learned some great things on this video and from the trainings that the company has. But unless you take action, it's all for naught. I can sign up for a gym membership, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get fit. I saw a meme. It was 2019. It was fall of 2019. And it was on this lady's Facebook page. She goes, I signed up for a gym membership and I still haven't gotten in shape. I'm going there Monday in person to find out what's going on. She hadn't been in the gym since October, you know, from January to October, but she expected to get the results just because she signed on the dotted line. So success or failure in Legal Shield not only is 6 inches, it's a mindset, but it's up to you. There's a book called The Profiles of Success. I absolutely love it. I got it right here. This is one from 2020. It's about 1 inch thick. There's people from all different walks and backgrounds of life that are making a 6-figure income. Look, don't get it twisted. I messed up in this business. I haven't gone straight to the top. But whenever I doubted myself, I looked at this book and I saw all the people that were winning. There were millionaires, 400 6-figure earners, 250 millionaire club members, meaning they've been paid over $1 million in their bank account. And you know what the crazy thing is? They look like me. They look like you. All different backgrounds, all different walks of life, age, race, gender, ethnicity. And I said, if all these people can do it, I know I can do it. It's kind of like Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister, they said it was impossible to break the 4-minute mile. He broke it, and now millions of people have done it. As a matter of fact, if you're on track in high school, it's kind of the gold standard. If you're not running under 4 minutes, you're like, yeah, we can't have you on the team. So not only is it about taking action, but we've already proven that it's possible. Whether it happens for you or not depends on whether you get to work. Guys, my name is Alex Shahid. It's been an absolute pleasure today talking about what your launch with Legal Shield looks like. But remember, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first footstep. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to start to become great. Have the faith to take the next step so that one day your story will be in our Profiles of Success book, and you'll be inspiring hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even millions of people to take action and change their lives. Y'all have an amazing day, and I'll see you over the top.
Hey, Josh Lockhart here, and isn't this event incredible? I hope you're getting something out of it. I hope you're taking notes, but hey, what we're gonna do right now is we're actually gonna take a break, and not just any break, it's gonna be an activity break. So what is the point of us all getting together, training and getting our minds and getting our business on the next level if we don't actually stop and do the things that pay us in the business? And so over the next couple of minutes, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a timer on the clock, and of course, there's something on the line for you. We're gonna actually raffle off $100 for the people that participate over the next 5 minutes. So get your phone ready, get your Prospect by Legal Shield ready, and here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put up a script, like you see on the screen, and this is just an invite you can use for our corporate Zooms later today. Maybe you have somebody you'd like to introduce to the services. Maybe you have somebody you'd like to introduce to the opportunity. These Zooms are set up to do exactly that. And the great part about it is you don't have to be a good talker. You don't have to know exactly what to say. You just have to do the invite. It can be done via phone call, text, message on social media. It doesn't matter. So of course you have a guideline of what to say, but here's what we're going to do over the next couple minutes. When we do this, let's get busy. Let's build our business together while we're here. All right. But for everyone that you reach out to, whether it be a text message, a phone call, it doesn't matter. Put a little tally mark, boom, it's right there. And then at the end, when we come back, drop in the comments section how many people you reached out to. You know, even if you just got a voicemail, even if you sent a text, that's okay, right? Was it 1? Was it 5? Was it 10? We're gonna put those into a drawing. So if you get 10 people you reach out to, then hey, that's 10 entries. And we're gonna come back and we're going to give away some prizes. All right, so I hope you're ready. We're gonna leave the script up so you can have a guideline of what to say, but it's really simple. You can start off, hey, what do you have going on tonight around 8 o'clock? You know, and just clear the schedule. You can see it right there, right? So don't overcomplicate it. Just follow along, get busy, and you learn best by doing. So let's get busy doing.
On your Prospect by Legal Shield mobile app, go to Contacts. Select the contact that you want to invite to an event. For this example, I have selected Sarah. I'm going to click on Event Invite in Sarah's contact. I'm going to choose the event that I would like to invite Sarah to. Once I click on the event, I'm going to choose how I want to share it. For this example, I chose email. I'm going to customize the invite to Sarah. Once I have the email customized, I'm going to hit the arrow to send the email invite.
All right, Legal Shield family. So we're going to take a short 5-minute break and we're going to make an activity break. So everyone take out your phones. Let's invite 10 to 15, maybe even 20 prospects to catch these two great gentlemen who are presenting tonight Without any further ado, I'd like to run some clips so they could introduce themselves to you so you know how to properly invite to their live Zoom presentations tonight. When we come back, we will be raffling some prizes to those who did the activity. See you in 5.
Hey, Legal Shield family. Hope you enjoyed the Super Saturday event. Know you are. Hopefully you had a lot of guests out, but excited about doing tonight's 7 p.m. presentation, Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. Background prior to Legal Shield, I was a single parent working for the phone company in the call center, customer service rep. Prior to that, retail management. Took a look at Legal Shield, and tell you what happened for me was only had a short amount of time being a single dad, involved in a lot of different things, but I had about 7 to 10 hours a week. I followed the system that was taught back then. We still teach it today. And what happened for me was within the first 6 months, began to earn more part-time with Legal Shield than I was earning full-time working for the local phone company. And so fast forward now, 22 years been with Legal Shield, 21 of that being full-time. It's just an incredible blessing that this opportunity has provided. So definitely invite your guests out. Looking forward to giving a presentation that will perhaps help them become a part of your organization. Again, this is Corey Muhammad signing out, Charlotte, North Carolina. Take care.
Hey everybody, Daniel Abbott, and I'm excited about tonight, Saturday night, 8 o'clock Central. I will be doing the national Zoom for everybody to be able to plug into. So I know that you've learned today how to use and invite Prospect by Legal Shield and how to invite into these events. But I want to share my story with you guys so you can use and leverage myself and my story to grow your business, because that's what these Zooms are all about. Us all collectively helping each other build our businesses across North America. So I got started in Legal Shield over 11 years ago. Right out of college, I was about to graduate actually, Arkansas State University, and I was getting a business marketing degree. And I just found myself trying to figure out what I wanted to do the rest of my life. I didn't have anybody knocking on my door, guaranteeing me a salary or offering me a job. But I knew there were some things in a career that I wanted. I wanted leveraged income. I wanted the ability to earn a renewal income. And I wanted to be able to work my own hours. I, of course, didn't have a family at that time, but I definitely wanted a family and knew freedom and flexibility was a big deal to me. But of course, as you can imagine, as I started looking for something, it was hard to find. In fact, I didn't find anything until Legal Shield found me. I saw the opportunity with Legal Shield right away, and instead of waiting and getting started a few months later or a year later, I got started right then. That day, I started my Legal Shield journey. I walked away from college, and while at the time I was getting many people, some dirty looks and many people talking about me, today I can honestly say that was the best decision that I ever made for myself, and now today my family. Over the past decade, Legal Shield has paid me and my family over $1 million, and we get to wear one of the prestigious $150,000 a year income rings with Legal Shield as well. So use tonight to leverage myself and my story, being a college dropout now to making 6 figures a year from home, to get your guest on. Let me do the presentation, and I promise I will do my very best to help you recruit your new associates. Thanks so much, guys. See you tonight, 8 o'clock. Stay safe and be blessed.
All right, well, fantastic. I hope everyone took full advantage of those couple of minutes to take some activity and get it done right now, right? It's all about that IPA, income producing activity. Training is one thing, folks, but everyone likes to say knowledge is power. Knowledge isn't anything until you actually use it. So I hope you take advantage of that. So we're going to go ahead and slide into our next segment here, folks. Super excited to bring in Mr. Jeffrey Lewis.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to talk about something that should be near and dear to everybody, and it's our time being right now. You could picture yourself being a branch connected to the vine of your dreams, your destiny, whatever that is. I need to let you know that whatever you've been dreaming of, whatever you've wanted, the time is right now. But there's only one way to get that, and that's to stay connected. And my job is to show you that right now. Let's get started. So the very first way we want to do that is with February Zooms. Look, every night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., you just jump on the Legal Shield calendar and you can find an individual that is highly qualified and successful in Legal Shield, sharing the mission of our services, getting out to the community and serving everyone with equal access and justice and empowering them to get access to their dreams. Here's the next thing. The Leadership Show. Look, leaders go to where leaders are, and that's exactly at the show every evening, 6 p.m. on Sunday, replayed every Monday. You don't have an excuse. www.lsengage.com got all the information for you there. You can catch the replay. It is pivotal that you get in and get this information because you can stay connected to what's happening, the promotions, who's doing what, where's going where, who's being successful, where's the recognition. How do you fit in all of this grand scheme? You even get 5 minutes strong from the great Jeff Bell. What better place to be? Look, there's a weekly good newsletter. Look, Mr. Don Thompson put in good notes and good things happening in Legal Shield. It happens right in your app. You can click on it. Go on to LS Engage and get some information. Sent every Sunday. You can figure out what's going on at a touch of a button. Here's the next thing. The next thing that I see here is that you have to stay connected through corporate communications. Look, sponsor support. That's pivotal. It's one thing to start a business. It's a whole nother thing to start a business with a team of individuals that want to see you successful. See, the traditional business, they don't have support systems, but Legal Shield does. You're in it for yourself, but not by yourself. Look, you get real-time updates on what's happening in Legal Shield. Here's something better. We have a whole Facebook page dedicated to success. When have you seen that before? Look, I've been in corporate for 13 years. They don't have a page of success, right? But what we do have in Legal Shield is constantly people hitting the $50,000 ring, going Performance Club, hitting manager all day long, allowing you to understand it is possible for you. How about this? Facebook support page. So if you have a problem, even if it's after hours, you can type something in there and get some information. So stay connected. So what's next? The next thing is our time is now convention. Look, before I even get into this, there's going to be a great video that talks about it, but I need you to know one thing. April 15th is a date you want to mark on your calendar because that is a date that is non-negotiable. You have to have your face in a place. Let's go to the video.
Legal Shield family, our time is now. Your time is now. Take control of your future and join us in our mission to provide every person in North America with services that empower, protect, and provide peace of mind in a world that needs us now more than ever. The 2021 International Convention will be broadcast live from the all-new, state-of-the-art Liberty Auditorium Studios in Ada, Oklahoma. This studio will provide an all-new, interactive experience for recognition, training, and inspiring associate testimonials. This convention will be like no other. Learn from the best of the best as Legal Shield's top-earning associates share proven methods to achieve explosive growth in their business. Each speaker will deliver life-transforming skills that will enable you to fulfill your goals and start writing your success story. Register today to transform your business by deepening your knowledge and confidence with the 2021 10 Core Systems of Success and 7 Fundamental Skills to gain the knowledge that will help you pivot from good to great. The time is now to protect and empower more people with a membership for a lifetime. The time you dedicate to the International Convention will increase your marketing skills, your leadership skills, and put you on a path to take control of your financial future while making a difference in people's lives. You won't want to miss our leaders, Jeff Bell, Don Thompson, Darnell Self, Brian Carruthers, Martine Jurado, and Glenn Peterson, with messages to lift you up and motivate you to take your business to the next level and reach your personal best. Make your commitment today and set a goal for how many team members you will have join you for this incredible event. Together, you will learn new skills, create new friends, build new dreams, and let the momentum carry you through 2021 and beyond. Legal Shield, register today for the 2021 International Convention because our time is now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, I just need you to know that I learned a long time ago from my mentor. He said, Jeff, listen, the decisions that we make and that we hold important will dictate for us our destiny. And here's the thing, you know, for me, the decision to go to the convention, non-negotiable. Now, let's just talk about how much it's going to cost to get there. You know, for only $99, okay, you can go to the convention and have speakers from all different backgrounds, all different skill sets, showing you and teaching you and helping you to hone your skills to get to that level of success that you only thought possible in your dreams. We'll have people like Don Thompson, Mr. Darnell Self, Mr. Brian Carruthers, and the list goes on and on. Listen, some of the people that we came to see out today will be there. Mr. Aaron Browning, I'm so excited. So look, the time is now. Hashtag the time is now right on your Facebook site, and we'll go ahead and get that done. So listen, at this time now, we're going to talk about our next 4 channels of staying connected. Let's go over to Mr. Josh Lockhart and talk to us about it some more.
Hey, Josh Lockhart here, Senior Network Vice President of the Young Pros. Now, you can be a young person in Legal Shield, but you want to be a young pro, right? So what does that even mean? This is a company-wide initiative and movement of young professionals that have committed to growing into their best self. Actually, if you go on over to our Instagram page, that's going to be at @LS_YoungPro, you'll see that we're committed to 4 things: personal growth, empowering others, financial independence, and of course, combating injustice. So that's a great place to just, check what this is all about, see what people have to say right there on Instagram. Of course, you can also plug into our YouTube channel. That's going to be Young Pros Official. We have a weekly podcast and all of our fun content that you can share with other folks. But, if you're looking, hey, how do I share the message of the membership, of the opportunity from other young professionals, other people that are where I'm at, where I'm looking to share, in the markets that I'm looking to share with other young people? Well, hey, we got you covered. Every single week, we have a series of opportunity Zooms. That's going to be on Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, like clockwork. All the best presenters, all the top executives and ring earners in the Young Pros. And every single Wednesday, we have our Zoom training. Wednesday, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's clockwork. YoungPros2020.com is where that takes place. And let me tell you, I would be hard-pressed to find a more energetic, more passionate group in all of Legal Shield than the Young Pros. But if you're like, hey, I want to get involved right now, I want to get into the community, I want to do a deep dive, of course, you're going to go to youngprochat.com. That is a Telegram chat with over 700 individuals. It is 24/7. So it comes with a warning. We never stop. We never sleep. It's encouraging, inspiring, motivating, and we lift each other up. And I look forward to seeing you there.
Saludos Legal Shield family, hope everybody's doing well. Ronnie Febles, manager for Legal Shield en español. We used to have 2 Fast Start classes. Now we're going to have 1 Fast Start on Sundays. And it's going to be Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So every Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern is our Fast Start class in Spanish, and you can find it on the calendar. Then Mondays, we always have our training, and it's at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And you can find it on the calendar, or you can use the link lsevento.com. It's the one that we're using right now, lsevento.com, or you can find it on the calendar. On Tuesday, we have 2 events. One is a call recruiting. It's by phone for people who are not too, computer savvy. So it's at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And the number is 712-770-5325. 712-770-5325. The code is 985-279-POUND. 985-279-POUND. That's the call. Then after that, we're going to have a Facebook Live. And that it will be talking about personal development. So you can find us on Facebook on Legal Shield en Español. That's the page, Legal Shield en Español. On Wednesday, we have our National Recruiting Zoom, and that is at 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern. Same link, LS Evento, or you can find it at the calendar. And Saturdays, the first Saturday of the month, we have our Super Sábado in Spanish, the Super Saturday. We're going to have one coming now actually tomorrow, Saturday, and everything is on the calendar. I think that's the easy way to find everything. You know, you can go to the calendar and put Spanish in the top, and everything in Spanish will come up. It's the easy way to share with your prospect and your associate, and you can send it via email, text, or social media, and that will be the easy way. Thank you so much, guys, and have a beautiful day.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's business owners need Legal Shield more than ever. So we got some incredible overviews that explain the business plans for you to your business owner prospects. You can catch it every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central and every Wednesday for Canadians at 1 p.m. Central as well. Again, you could find all the information on your Legal Shield calendar at LegalShieldCalendar.com or in your Prospect by Legal Shield mobile app.
Another way you can stay connected is by plugging into Ladies of Justice. Yeah, this one's probably a little more targeted towards the ladies. If you're a gentleman and you have ladies on your team, though, definitely want to know what's going on in the world of Ladies of Justice. As you can see, there's everything from personal development to training for you and your new associates, as well as presentations for your prospects. There's absolutely amazing leaders in this division, and you will not only grow yourself, but you will grow your business. Be sure that you are plugging into Ladies of Justice because they are really just exploding, and it's a very enriching environment to be a part of. Where are you going to find all the information? LS Engage, of course. You can find all of the resources, calendar, schedule through LS Engage. Don't forget to plug into the Facebook group. It's the most supportive and encouraging Facebook group that I'm personally a part of, and super recommend that you also take advantage of all of the growth and empowerment that is going on in that group as well. In addition to staying connected as an associate, we want to be sure we're doing everything we can to keep our members connected as well. The My Legal Shield window cling and card is a great way to remind your members that they have access to their legal rights, to the justice system that we all deserve. And they also make really great conversation starters. So you can pick those up at the mylegalshieldstore.com. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I really hope that you have taken to heart all of the different ways and importance of staying connected.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time to declare our raffle winners. For those of you that went out and actually did the activity during our break. So let me see here. Let me consult the results here. So I want to say congratulations to Denisha Wilkins. Denisha Wilkins, you won yourself a Legal Shield license plate. If you could, do me a favor, use the chat feature. Actually, no, Mr. Lockhart, can you go ahead and type in either my or your email address in the chat feature, Daniel G at Legal Shield Associate. Miss Denisha, if you could please send us an address where you would like that sent to, we would pop that in the mail. So our next winner is going to be Miss Jennifer Bailey. Congratulations, Jennifer. You won yourself Brian Carruthers' Untrapped book. Please do me the favor again. Email me at danielg@legalshieldassociate.com. And then last but not least, Dennis Lighton, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Littleton. Please use the, okay, there you go. Mr. Lockhart put his email address in there. That is, he's going to win a $50 prize, $50 cash prize, goes out to Dennis. Congratulations to all of the winners. You still have time. Look, if you didn't win this round, guess what, guys? We're doing it again, right? We're going to have another activity break after our next segment. So you want to stick around. But more importantly, folks, our next segment is powerful. Our next segment is going to, if you take it serious and you learn and you do the activity that this gentleman is going to teach you folks about, it's going to be life-changing information for you, right? Our next up is Mr. Aaron Browning. So, guys, do me the favor. If you haven't yet, get out a notepad, get out a piece of paper. If you haven't yet, send those messages out to those on your team that you want to see win with you. One thing is to win and be successful with Legal Shield. Another thing is to win with your Legal Shield team, your Legal Shield family. You wouldn't want to leave your family behind, right? So text them right now. Hey, Mr. Aaron Browning's about to come up on stage here. Don't want to miss this information. Get on as fast as you can. Also, ready to take notes with a notepad and paper. So congratulations to the 3 winners. If you could please email either Josh or myself how you'd like to receive your prizes, we'd be more than happy to get those out to you. Keep up the good work, Legal Shield. We're going to come back after that, after our next training, and we're going to have another activity break. More prizes for you to win, both cash and other goodies. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you get your team on here, folks. So without any further ado, we're going to bring in our next speaker and trainer, Mr. Aaron Browning.
Hello, Legal Shield family. Guys, I am excited to be with you today. For those of you I haven't had the privilege of meeting yet, my name is Aaron Browning, and I'm going to start with my quick story before we jump into this training. For as many of you know, I've been a real estate agent now for over 10 years. That's been my professional experience. And guys, in order to make it in real estate, and quite frankly, most jobs in this country, if you want to get ahead, live a big life, provide for those you care about, you got to hustle. You got to grind, grit, tenacity, whatever buzzword you want to label it. I was miserable. I was spending 60 to 70 hours a week in the field. I was away from my family. I was missing life events, right? I was miserable. In fact, I was watching my beautiful wife and 2 young boys grow up and live their lives over Facebook and Instagram stories. Until 2 years ago, a friend of mine invited me to come check out this amazing, amazing opportunity, this amazing company called Legal Shield, guys. And the information they shared with me, it changed my life. It put me on the path towards time freedom. It put me on the path towards financial freedom. More importantly, it gave both of my little boys their dad back, guys. So when I train today, it is coming from straight contribution. I want to be able to pay this thing forward like so many people did for me 2 short years ago. And so what we're going to talk about today, guys, is what I call powerful prospecting. I am going to give you the 5 steps to go executive director in 74 days, working 30 minutes a day. And I know someone's probably thinking 30 minutes. Come on. Guys, true story. See, I already told you I was working 60 to 70 hours a week. I didn't have a lot of time. So I had to figure out a way that I could be insanely purposeful with the little amounts of slivers of time that I did have, guys. And it was around 30 minutes a day. And the cool part with this is we've actually duplicated it now several times to where I have people on my team who have broken that 74-day record, which is freaking amazing. It shows that it works, guys. Our opportunity is built for people like you, people who are already busy, people who already have jobs, careers. They're pulled in 1,000 different directions, guys. So make sure you buckle in with me. Take notes as we go through this game-changing information. And so I'm going to share a few stats with you guys. And I don't put these up here to brag. I can promise you that. The reason I do it is I want to make sure you understand the information I'm giving you is real life. It is stuff that I am doing. I'm rolling up my sleeves, guys, and we are physically doing this. It's not something I read about. It's not a great book I read. I'm just coming back here to give you the information, right? This is firsthand experience, guys. We've been blessed to have built a team of over 2,000 business partners in our first 19 months. We're in 44 states, 4 Canadian provinces. We have popped 10 executive directors, 3 bronze, 2 silver, and 3 ring earners in our organization. And I just found out about a week ago that my family and I just unlocked the $300,000 ring, which we are so excited about. And then also a member of the Circle of Champions, guys. So step number 1, peak interest. Right? And this is not the first time you've heard this. So stay with me if you've heard it, by the way, because there's some wrinkles. There's some tweaks in here that I think could really have a huge impact on your business going forward. And so as we go through this 5-step process, I'm actually going to give you a real life example of me doing this, right? Which I think will be really helpful. So start off with a compliment, guys. You see, what I've discovered is most people don't get compliments at home, and they definitely never get them at work, right? So it was almost a year ago, maybe 9 months ago. I was at a mall. I was there with my family. We were getting shoes for my 5-year-old. And the salesman at the shoe store, he had a huge personality. He was smiling. He was happy, right? Which is so rare in retail. He stood out. And so I'll never forget. I said to him, I said, man, you are really good at your job. And he does one of those step backs and he says, who, me? I said, yeah, you. He goes, man, I've never had anyone say that like whatsoever. Like, thank you so much. I was like, no, you deserve it. And the next thing I said to him was, I said, listen, when I think of my company, I think of fantastic people like you. Out of curiosity, do you keep your income options open to side projects if the money's exciting enough? And it's funny with this script right here, guys. I get so many DMs. I get so many Facebook messages, text, whatever. People saying, what are you guys saying? What's the script you're using to recruit so many people? And when I share this line with them, it's almost like a letdown. You could feel it over the phone. You could definitely see it in person, right? Guys, don't let that be a letdown to you because you're searching for some magic pill that doesn't exist. What I love about this script right here, do you keep your income options open to side projects if the money's exciting enough? Is it flat out works? You see, I've probably asked over 300 people that question in the last year, and I've never had a single person say no. Not one, guys. And here's the other cool part. I've recruited people making as much that I know of, 1.75 million a year. To my lowest is 17,000 a year that I know about. And what I love about this script is it works for both people. You see, if you're up against it and only making 17,000, you need income. You are praying for an opportunity, right? You're praying for a side project. And I just delivered it to you. The other exciting part is if you're already making 7 figures, you get the importance of having additional income streams. So they gravitate towards it too. And so I want to make sure that's not lost on anybody. That's powerful when you have a script that works across all audiences, that you're not having to tailor it based on who you're saying it to, right? The only change I make with this script is if I'm talking to someone a little bit younger, I'll sub out project to hustle, right? So side hustle, side project. You guys can decide how you want to use that, but they both work, guys. Really good script. I want to point out, there is a big difference for phone, in-person versus texting. And I'm going to group phone and in-person together as most of us are stuck at home. We're on some sort of variation of quarantine, right? With COVID and everything else going on. But there is a big difference between texting out that question and actually saying it in person or over the phone. And I want to demonstrate this to really drive this point home. You see, if I'm over the phone or in person, when I asked that guy at the mall, for instance, I said, quick question, man, do you keep your income options open to side projects if the money's exciting enough? You see, guys, I'm saying it with a smile. My tonality was going like this. I'm emphasizing side projects, exciting, income, right? I'm really driving that home to get the prospect excited. But watch what happens when I text that out. Now I'm putting that power, that emotion on the reader. And let's just say, for argument's sake, the reader, the person you're texting it to is having a rough day, right? Anybody ever had a rough day? That your day at work didn't go too well? Maybe you have some issues at home. Dinner's burning, right? You forgot to pick something up at the store. Whatever the story is, we've all been there. So now when they read that text, it reads more like this. Do you keep your income options open to side projects if the money's exciting enough? And yes, I exaggerated, guys, but that happens. You see, that happens. So I want to make sure everyone here knows you got to pick up that 10-pound weight. You got to pick up the phone, guys, because your results are going to be 10x. Now, I want to be transparent. If you're in a work environment, you're in a home life to where you can't pick up the phone, you have kids screaming, you got a boss that could walk in anytime, guys, do the activity. Activity wins, right? So send out that text. And there were times where I had to because I was in my real estate office. So I get it. Just want to make sure you understand you're going to 10x your results if you actually have a phone conversation with the person, right? Hopefully everybody's tracking with me on that. Cool. So let's go back to the real life story. In fact, before I go there, guys, I want to talk about posture for a quick second. This is a word. It's all over Legal Shield. I know in my organization, I use it multiple times a day. It is so, so important. I want to make sure you guys understand the definition, right? It's a particular way of dealing with or considering something or an approach or attitude. And I really want to drive home the latter part of that, guys. It's an approach. It's your attitude. It's your posture. It's your energy. Posture is everything. If you're not flat out jacked about what we're doing here with this opportunity, guys, why in God's name would your prospect be? Why would they, right? It just doesn't make sense. And if you don't have the posture right now, maybe you're brand new, maybe you just signed up for this amazing company today or yesterday, right? Or maybe you've been with our company for a year, maybe several years, right? You're not in a winning season yet. Or maybe you've been in a winning season, but you're not in one now, guys. And I share that with you because I want to make sure you can borrow someone's posture. Our company, guys, we just had the best year in 2020 that we've had in over 10 years. I mean, it's been game changing. We have so many people's organizations that are winning across this company, whether it's the Wins, right? You got Team New Vision, you have Team Pinnacle. There's so many more, guys. I'm just naming a few. So please don't be offended if I didn't name yours. My point being here, guys, if you don't have the excitement, you don't have the posture yet, go borrow it from someone else. Borrow it, guys, because it will become contagious. It will eventually become your own, right? So back to my real life story. I'm at the mall. I hit it off with that guy. I say, man, you are so good at your job. He said, who, me? I said, yes, you. He said, wow, I've never had anyone say that. I said, you deserve it. I said, in fact, when I think of my amazing company, I think of fantastic people just like you. Question for you. Do you keep your income options open to side projects if the money's exciting enough? Do you guys want to know what he said? He leaned in and said, bro, you have no idea. No idea. I'm working 3 jobs. I haven't seen my wife in a week. My kids don't know my name anymore. I'm worried my car won't be in the parking lot when I get out, and I'm behind on my rent. Think about this for a second, guys. True story. True story. One simple question, and this young man felt compelled to open up to me, right? Which was huge. So here's step number 2. It's edify the tool, guys. And I want to be clear on this. Don't be the tool. I know it's funny. Have a video or a third party solve a problem in your prospects' lives, right? Which is huge. And this is really, really important, guys. And so the technique we use for this is if I would you. If I would you. Write it down, star it, highlight it if you're taking notes, and you better be, guys. If I would you. Really, really important. So here's what I did. When that young man said that to me, in fact, I'm going to give you 2 strategies for if I would you. He opened up and said, I haven't seen my wife. My kids don't know my name. I'm worried about my car. I'm behind on my rent. I'm already working 3 jobs, right? A lot of emotion there. So the normal way, the easy way to do this is, wow, man, thank you for sharing. Listen, if I were to send you a short video, would you carve out 30 minutes and take a look? Listen, if I were to give you my last ticket to a live presentation we're doing today at 8 p.m., would you move things around or hop on? And I share those with you guys because it works for everything. If you're inviting to a Super Saturday, if you're inviting to have them check out a video or a live Zoom, it doesn't matter. If I would you, it's just perfect. It works for all of them. So that's strategy number 1. Guys, I'm going to show you a tweak that will, once again, this is going to 10x your results. If you can have the video, right, and that's what I did in this example, solve a problem in your prospects' lives, they will beg you for the information. They will watch the Zoom in its entirety. They will watch the video in its entirety because it's speaking to them. So here's what I said to that young man at the mall who gave me all the information. I said, man, for one, I applaud your transparency. I appreciate you talking from the heart, man. It's emotional. Listen, if I were to send you a video that when I watched it 2 years ago, it changed my life, It put me on the path towards time freedom, financial freedom. More importantly, it gave both my boys their dad back. Would you carve out 30 minutes to take a look at this video? Guys, it was fire. He literally leaned into me again, said, give me the video now. I'll walk out of my job. I'll walk out of my job, guys. You guys know me. I like to go fast. I like to move, right? This is one of those times where I was like, whoa, slow down here, right? I didn't want the young man to quit his job. He didn't even know what we were about. I didn't know if it was going to be a fit, right? So literally I'm slowing him down. But it was because I used the information he gave me and I reframed if I would you to solve a problem in his life, guys. Hopefully you guys are tracking with me on that. Throw it in the chat box right now if you are. because it's a really, really good technique. And I don't want anyone getting lost. Some people aren't going to give you that information. So you go back to the original. Hey, listen, if I were to send you a video, would you carve out 30 minutes to take a look? It doesn't matter, but if you get the information, use it, right? Okay, cool. Tie down technique is also why the if, I, would, you, because they have to answer it, right? We're not just spamming out video links. They're actually saying, oh my gosh, yeah, send me the video. You see it flip the script. Now they're asking you for more information. They're pulling it out of you. And that's what makes this so, so magical. It also keeps the conversation going, which is really, really important, guys. Part of high-level sales is having a conversation. It's not just us talking to the prospect for 10 minutes, hoping they got some value from it, right? They want to talk about themselves. So let them talk. Ask good questions. Keep this conversation going with really powerful tie-down techniques. And the other importance, guys, with edifying tools is my friends and family, they knew me as a real estate agent. They knew me as a realtor, right? They did not know me as a Legal Shield associate, as someone, as a legal professional that could advise people, right? So if I was trying to be the video in the beginning, if I was trying to do all the explaining, all the talking, it wasn't organic. It wasn't organic. My friends, my family, my coworkers, my neighbors, they would have seen right through it. It wouldn't have made sense, guys. But because I got the tool, an expert, a video, a Super Saturday, a Zoom in front of them, where someone knew a lot more of the information and 100% of the facts, guys, it changed everything for me. My friends, my family, they felt comfortable jumping on board, guys. I want to make sure you guys get that because it's really, really important. If you're not having those results, check that. That could be one of the things holding you back. The other cool part with leveraging tools is it allows you to accomplish a lot with a small amount of time. Remember, guys, I only had 30 minutes, right? So if my sponsor said, listen, every person you meet, you got to go do a 20-minute presentation. Guys, it wouldn't have worked. That would have meant I could have done one presentation a day, right? And that wasn't my plan. My plan was huge. I wanted to take this company by storm. I wanted to break records. I wanted to go out and build something big. If I was going to go in on this side project, I wanted to make it huge for my family, guys. And so when you don't have a lot of time, if you can leverage tools, it allows you to accomplish a lot, guys. And in fact, I'm going to share with you real quick my rhythm in the beginning, because this might be helpful to someone who's struggling with time. As I mentioned, 60 to 70 hours a week. I got to my real estate office on most days, and it was 6 or 7 days a week around 8 a.m. Most days I didn't get home until 7 or 8 p.m., right? Even later on some days we had late appointments, right? So it was brutal. It was, 11, 12-hour days almost every single day. I'd get home at 8 if I was lucky. I would catch my kids just before they were going to bed, give them a kiss. I would come downstairs. I would warm up my dinner because my family had already ate. My wife would come down soon after getting the boys to bed. We'd sit on the couch. My wife would do her thing, Netflix, talk to friends, relax after grinding with the kids all day. I would literally spend the 30 minutes there. Usually it was 9:30 to 10 o'clock. That was when I did my prospecting. That was when I did the steps I'm teaching you guys today. And I share this with you because it wasn't pretty, right? I had to give something up. I had to give up quality time with my wife, hanging out, Netflix, whatever else you want to do after a long day. But this is important, guys, because you have to give up something now so that you can gain greatness later. I'm going to say it again. Give up something now so that you can gain greatness later. So you guys have to be willing to give it up. Identify what you're willing to give up now. The other key part with that, I would have loved to have done, I call it lead generation, during the day so I could have family time at night. I couldn't, guys. I was already so busy. So if your schedule's similar, it's not the ideal time of when you're going to do this. Don't let it bog you down. Don't sweat it, guys. It's all about cutting out slivers of time that work on your schedule. Just make sure you're committed and you get it done. Once again, I hope that speaks to somebody on this call because I know it was a struggle for me in the beginning. So step number 3, set expectations, right? This is huge. So let's go back to that guy. I said, if I were to send you a video that changed my life, and I went through, the specific things, it gave time freedom, financial freedom. Both my kids got their dad back. He was like, oh my gosh, give it to me. I said, slow down, man. I'm going to send it to you. But listen, what time today can you carve out 20 minutes to watch it? What time today can you carve out 20 minutes and watch it? You guys, I'm going to share a leadership lesson with you too. I believe a good leader, one of our jobs is to speed up your learning curve, right? Is so that you can learn from our mistakes so that you don't have to go out and make them, right? And so one mistake I made early on, this is probably a year and a half ago now, is I was talking to a big real estate agent. I had her on the phone. I piqued her interest. She was excited. And I said, what time can you carve out 20 minutes to watch it? I was so excited, right? I was sitting in the back. Notice my word choice. I said, what time can you carve out 20 minutes to watch it? And she does one of these. I'm thinking Easter. I said, what? Easter? Easter's like a month away. What do you mean Easter? And she was like, well, that's when things are going to slow down for me in real estate. I'll have a break, a several day break. I can watch it then. Guys, true story. After being a victim, being so upset, I was like, man, this she wasn't serious. That was my fault. I asked a really vague question. What time can you watch the video? She gave me a really generic answer. And true story, I actually couldn't recover. She never ended up watching the video. It wasn't her fault. It was my fault. That day forward, I added this language. I made that tweak of get specific. What time today can you carve out 20 minutes to watch it? It's so funny, guys. They'll answer. What's funny too is if you guys ever see me do this, even when I was like doing it at 9 o'clock at night, I still said it. I was pushing for it. Tomorrow doesn't exist for me. Like, what's tomorrow? I don't even know what's happening tomorrow, guys. It's all about today. You want to grow a huge organization? Start treating every day like today. Today is the day, guys. Today is the day you watch it. Today is the day you hop on that Zoom call. Sorry, I get excited. So what time today can you watch it? And so I said it to the guy at the mall, and he says, listen, man, I get off work at 7 o'clock. I could probably watch it around 8. I said, fantastic, fantastic. So I'm going to give you another technique on this too, guys. Even when you get specific, they're still going to give you a slightly generic answer, right? So here's what happens about 90% of the time. What time today can you carve out 20 minutes to watch it? They're going to say tonight. Here's my issue with that, guys. What does tonight mean to you? What does tonight mean to the next person, right? Tonight for me means 6 o'clock. Maybe for you, it means 7. Maybe for someone else, because they get off work late, it means 8. So the problem is when you don't lock down that time, now tonight comes and you're sitting by your phone. Have they watched it? Have they watched it? You're checking prospect. You're reloading it, right? Have they watched it? Why haven't they texted? Why haven't they called? Because we weren't specific enough. So here's what I'm going to teach you guys. Ask the question one more time. I know someone's thinking, it's a little pushy. It's not. Stay with me, right? So what time today can you carve out 20 minutes to watch it? Oh, tonight. Fantastic. What time tonight can you watch it? Guys, I've never had to ask it more than once. So here's what happens when you ask it. The second time, they're going to say, they literally do that. You can actually hear them thinking. They're talking out loud. It's so cool. Well, I get off work at 6. I'm supposed to pick up the dry cleaning. Oh, I'm supposed to do that too. I got to make dinner. I'm not going to have the kids down until around 8. It's probably going to be like 8:30. Guys, they literally just went through every excuse that could block them from actually watching that video, right? This is so powerful, so powerful. But now you have a specific time that they're going to watch it, right? Hopefully you guys are tracking with me on that. So step number 4, follow up to a 3-way call, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to text your leadership team, your upline, if you have one, sideline, your cousins, your sisters, your brother. It doesn't matter, guys. Get 3 3-way experts, 3 3-way leaders that are going to be on a group text that you can text. And here's the thing with 3-way calls, guys. We all know that they're so important. I believe it's the linchpin to duplication. I personally do. I love them, guys. I think they are so vital for what we're trying to do, what we're trying to build. Hopefully you guys do too. The 2 reasons that most people don't do them, and yes, guys, I'm being honest with you. I'm being transparent. We all know the importance, yet most still aren't doing them. One is because they're not scheduled, right? So all of a sudden I get a prospect on the phone. They just watched the video and I'm texting my sponsor, my upline, saying, I got one on the phone. Are you available? Guys, when I get those texts, I wish I could do them every single time. Most of them I cannot. My schedule is scheduled out. I mean, for the entire day. Yet if you told me an hour, 2 hours, a day before, whatever it looks like, to where I had time to move things around, get you on my schedule, guys, I can do it all day long, right? And then the second reason people aren't doing them as much as we need to be is because they're nervous. They're scared about it. And so I'm going to fix both of those problems for you today. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. I'm going to make it really simple for you. So make sure you text your leadership team. I like to have at least 3 people who can do a 3-way call for you at all times. It's not fair if you just have one, guys. If that person is busy, they're with their family, they're on vacation, they're doing whatever, right? That slows down the growth of your organization. Not mine, guys, your organization, right? We're all business owners here. So make sure you have at least 3 people on a text. The reason I say on one text is it's all about time, guys. All about being super productive with the 30 minutes of time you have. If I text John, hey, are you available tonight at 7? He didn't answer right away. I text Jill, I text Sarah. All of a sudden, 2 hours later, John writes back, yeah, I can do it. But so did Sarah and the other person. I just forgot who the third fictitious name was, right? Now I'm having to go back and see who wrote first. I'm having to correspond. No, guys, make it easy. Group text, 3 people. They can see who stepped up or who didn't. You always have coverage. It's a simple way to do it, guys. By the way, law of reciprocity. If someone's helping you out with 3 ways, pay it forward. Who can you bless today? Who can you go help? Who can you help in your organization, your cousin's organization, your team's organization, whatever, guys, but pay it forward. The next thing on this, guys, is set an alarm on your phone or calendar. This is one of my pet peeves. This is a $1 million company. It truly, truly is, guys. If you don't believe that, borrow my posture. Borrow my posture, guys. I'm talking about $1 million, multiple millions, I should say. What am I doing? Selling myself short, right? And I say that because if be on time, call when you said you would. Treat this like $1 million opportunity. Another leadership lesson. I had a real estate mogul. The first one was a big influencer. This one was a mogul, right? This is one of those people that sells, I think it was over 500 homes a year at the time, like 500 homes. One of those people where they make a Facebook post and all of a sudden they have like 1,000 comments, 1,000 likes in the first like 10 minutes. Like, as you're like, oh, I wish I had that influence, right? Like crazy. I had this guy on the phone. I'm going through everything. I piqued his interest. I'm jacked out of my mind. I'm excited. I said, what time tonight can you watch it? I was talking to him at night. It didn't work, but I tried. He said, man, I'm actually slammed tonight, but I can do it tomorrow morning at 8:30. I said, perfect, man. Listen, I'm going to set a reminder on my phone right now, and I'm going to call you at 9 to follow up. I cannot wait to hear what you loved about this video. He was like, yeah, no worries, man. Sounds good. I got excited, guys. It was late at night. Guess what? I didn't add it to my calendar. I did not set a reminder. That next morning, I get to the office at 8, like every other day. I go through my day. I'm doing my things. It is 12:17 p.m. I just took a bite of my turkey sandwich, and I said, oh my gosh. I just realized I forgot to call the real estate guy. I was dumbfounded. I put the sandwich down. I call him. He doesn't answer. Guys, this is probably a year ago now. I have never been able to get that guy on the phone. After telling myself over and over, oh, he wasn't serious. He wasn't interested. He must not have liked the video. I had a fierce conversation with myself. By the way, guys, we need to have fierce conversations with ourselves. We got to stop being victims, right? That was not his fault. You see, it was my fault. My fault. I was telling him how big this side hustle can be, how much money we're making. I was sharing success stories, how this is a 7-figure business. Yet I didn't treat it as such because I didn't call him when I promised him I would. So in his mind, I was blowing him off. In his mind, this was just a little side thing, man. He didn't want to waste time with that. He was already doing well, guys. That's my fault. Guys, do not make that mistake. Treat this like the business it is. If you say you're calling someone at 8 o'clock, call them at 8 o'clock. 8:01 is late. Don't do it, guys. Be on time. Sorry to preach on this, but it's a pet peeve of mine, as you guys can see and feel. Step number 3. So 3-way call. I want to make it easy, right? So we just talked about how scheduling, right? I just proved when you asked specific times, what time today, now it's on the books. So all your 3-way calls going forward are scheduled. So that was problem number 1 for everyone on the call. We just solved it, right? Now you can schedule them in advance. Huge weight off your shoulders. So problem number 3 is the skills, right? They're nervous, they're scared, they're questioning how to do it, right? So stay with me on this. I'm gonna dumb it down so that everybody on this call can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So there's only 3 questions. 3 questions on a good 3-way call. So first thing you're gonna do when you call the prospect at 8 o'clock is you're gonna say, hey, were you able to watch the video? By the way, guys, off script, I see a lot of people, they wanna build rapport, they wanna chit chat on this step. Be careful, be careful. They didn't block a lot of time for this. So obviously you guys know I'm direct, you can tell. Get straight to it, right? So I'm not here to ask about the kids, the family, all that other stuff. You probably did that earlier. So get straight to it. Once again, I just want to make sure you guys don't waste 5 minutes talking about family, everything else, and all of a sudden they say they have to go. It would be devastating, right? So cool. Were you able to watch the video? You guys hear my tone? I got excited because I am excited, guys. I have posture on it. So here's the best part about that question. There's only 2 answers. Right? How easy is this? Answer number 1 is no, I wasn't, man. I'm sorry. I got delayed. I didn't get home till late. The kids were crying, whatever. Here's what you guys say to that. You guys ready? There's a really, really good script, really, really good technique. Hey, man, no worries. Listen, I get it. Life gets in the way. You're busy. I'm busy. I understand. But since you answered this call at 8 o'clock, it means you have time. Don't waste it on me. Don't waste it on me. Take 20 minutes right now and watch that video, and I'll hit you back in 20 minutes. Click. Hang up the phone. I know you guys think I'm crazy, right? But this is so good. I see a couple mistakes here, 2 really that jump out. One is a lot of associates will now try to be the video on the phone. Don't do it. Don't do it, in my opinion, guys. Unless you had the full 20, 25 minutes to explain it. And even then, I don't recommend it. Most people are visual. You see, we're taught to believe half of what we hear and almost all of what we see. So doing a presentation over a phone call, guys, it is not effective in my humble opinion. Step number 2 is they don't pivot. They now ask, well, okay, can you watch it now? No, most of the time they're going to say no. I don't give them a way out, guys. I say don't waste the 20 minutes on me right now. Take 20 minutes right now and watch it. And I'll hit you back, and then I hang up the phone as quick as I can. Quick as I can. I don't give them a way out, guys. And it works almost every single time. So make sure you guys are using that. So now let's go back to the question. Were you able to watch the video, right? When you're edifying the tool, by the way, you're going to see about 80-85% of the time they actually do watch the video. How huge is that, by the way? That's what I love teaching this. So the 85%, they say, yeah, man, I was able to. Fantastic. Guys, ready? Question number 2. What did you like best? What jumped out at you? What resonated with you? Use one of those variations, but it's important, guys. If you ask a positive question, guess what you get back? You get a positive answer. I'll share another quick story with you too. I was prospecting this one guy, actually another guy from the mall. Man, I need COVID to loosen back up so I can get back to the mall and start prospecting again. He was a sharp guy at the mall, big energy, big personality. He was over the top. I did all the steps we talked about. It worked flawlessly. He was excited. He said he's going to watch it at 8:30. So I call him at 9. I say, hey, so-and-so. And he says, yeah, what's up? Instantly, guys, his energy was off. Like it was a different person. Like I could tell it was him because of his voice, but that was it. He was almost angry. Like it was not the same person. And so for a second, I was thinking in my mind, right? I was like, man, he must have hated it. Like the video did not speak to him. This is not going to go well. Do I just hang up? Right? Like I was like, whatever. I stopped being a victim and I said, you know what? This guy showed potential. He said he had some problems that I can solve for him. I got to bring him back to the good side. Like these are the stories I tell myself to get my mindset right. So I had to go over the top. I had to bring him back, right? And I said, fantastic, man. What did you like best? Guys, true story. If my wife or kids were here, they were like, what is this guy doing? Why is he yelling? I had to bring more energy. I had to bring him up to my level, right? I had to. And here's what he said back. Literally, he was moaning. It was really, really awkward. Like he was grunting, right? But he was forcing himself to find something positive because I asked a positive question. He goes, I guess residual. True story, guys. And so here's what you do next. I said, oh my gosh, you know what? I actually had the same reaction. The residual piece spoke to me at a really high level. Let me ask, man, what questions do you have for me based on the video you just saw? That's question number 3. What questions do you have based on what you just saw? Let them answer. By the way, guys, another mistake, people, they're not used to embracing the silence, which is a really, really good sales strategy. Let them answer, right? This is not our job to make a suggestion. Most people don't want to argue. So if you make a suggestion, did you have a question about the comp plan? Oh yeah, actually I did. They'll end up going along with you. And now for the next 10 minutes, you're talking about a topic, answering questions that weren't even a concern to that prospect's in his eyes, right? Or her eyes. So make sure you let them answer. By the way, it's almost always, I'm not good at sales. I'm not really sure how the compensation works. How much does it cost to get started? It's really one of like 3 or 4 variations. They could label it different, phrase it different, but it's very, very simple. So from there, what questions do you have for me based on what you saw? I got a question on how the residual works. Now we have to get to the 3-way call, right? So I'm going to teach you 2 ways on how to do this. So the first way is really what the company teaches, and it's amazing. It goes like this. So what questions do you have for me? I don't really understand the residual. Oh my gosh. I actually had a similar question about residual as well. I just didn't fully understand it. And in fact, I want you to hear exactly what I heard. I'm going to see real quick if my mentor on this project, he is so freaking amazing. If he is around for just 2 short minutes so that he can answer this question, because I'm dying for you to hear what I heard. And then you merge over, right? And then you merge over, you bring the expert on the phone, you edify the expert, which we'll talk about in a second. You let the expert answer all the questions, right? That's a really, really good strategy. So here's what happened about a year ago. We had 17 3-way calls. I had 17 3-way calls scheduled on my calendar that day. Yeah, 17, guys. 17. By the way, leaders watching this training today, I can tell if you showed me your calendar, the speed of your organization, the trajectory you're going based on the number of 3-way calls you have scheduled. True story, guys. And I know that probably stung. It probably hurt someone's feelings, but it's true. It's true. When our company is bumping and we're going so fast, it's because 3-way calls are happening all day long, every day. We're trying to get coverage. We're begging other people to help cover because we're going so fast, guys. So really, really important. So that day, we had 17 scheduled and 2 of them hit my desk. 2 of them made it to my phone, I should say. And I know we're gonna have some, right? Like I said, 15%, 10% or so won't watch the video. So we don't do a 3-way on that. But that was a really high number, right? 2 out of 17. So that night I'm calling through the other 15 saying, hey, what happened? You know, they didn't watch the video. Can I coach on anything? Trying to go through it. And almost every single associate in my organization said, no. They watched the video. They were on the Zoom, whatever the tool was. But the minute I got to the three-way merge, they said no. They froze up. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I was like, tell me exactly what you said. And here's what I discovered, guys. If you've been around long enough, we know what to say to get the expert on the phone to merge that call. Here's the problem. Most of us aren't practicing. Most of us aren't role playing. We're not scripted on it. And so we might know what it is up here, but it doesn't come out like that here. Does that happen to anybody else? Guys, it happens all the time to me, right? About various other things that we teach and that we do. And so I discovered a lot of people were saying it more like this. Hey, listen, what question do you have? I got a question residual. Oh my gosh, I did too. And in fact, John, if you're not too busy, I'm going to see if my buddy, if my bro, if my best friend, John, if I can get him on the phone, he can answer this. Maybe he could talk to you just for a second. I'd love for you to meet him if that's okay. Guys, if you give your prospect a way out, by the way, they don't want to talk to someone else. They don't want to talk to, you're their friend. You're the person they met. They feel comfortable with you. That third party is a stranger. Most people don't want that. So you cannot do this in a question format. So this is where we made a little pivot. And so I wanted to make it dumbed down so that anybody could do it like myself, right? So here's what we teach, and it's been really, really good. So now you get to that part. Well, what questions do you have? Oh, I don't really understand residual. Oh my gosh, I actually had a similar question. In fact, you're not even going to believe this. Hang on. And then I push merge. I introduce the expert and I let the expert run the call. Okay, off script. Here's what that looks like, guys. I'm almost making it appear to my prospect that I just got a text. So I'm asking what questions he residual. So I'm actually looking at my phone so I can get into the role play, right? I say, what questions do you have? They answer and I say, you're not even gonna believe this. You're not even gonna believe this. I push merge and I call my three-way expert. I merge back over and I say, John, that's a prospect. Are you there? And he goes, yeah. They almost always answer like that because they don't know what just happened. I said, John, you're not gonna believe this. I have my mentor. I have the one of the top guys in the entire company on the call. Mr. Smith, are you on the call? Yeah, I'm here, Aaron. Fantastic. Mr. Smith, I want to introduce you to John. I just met John at the mall. He's a super, super sharp young man. Working at the shoe store, already working multiple jobs. Just saw the video, is blown away. Has a quick question on residual. John, let me introduce you to Mr. Smith. It's actually the gentleman from the video. I can't even believe that, right? He knows 100% of the facts. He knows how all the money's being made. But the best part about Mr. Smith, he is an amazing, amazing dad to 3 little boys. Mr. Smith, can you take it from here? Right? And then you let the expert go. So here's what happened, guys. I've never had anyone complain about it. I've never had anyone be like, oh, it was a little shady. What'd you do? They don't know what hit them. The whole point of here is whoever gets the most experts on a 3-way call is going to win. That's the simple formula here, guys. It's nothing complex. Get your expert on the phone, and more often than not, you're going to win that call. So whichever strategy works for you, if maybe your team's not as quite skilled as you on doing strategy number 1, teach them strategy 2, guys, because it works every time. I've never had a single associate not be able to get an expert on the phone doing that. Anyway, hopefully you guys see value in that. I mentioned Edify. Our script for that is give 3 facts about the expert and then 1 emotion. So I gave 3 facts, 100% of the facts, knows all the money's being made. He was the gentleman from the video, right? Hyping him up. And then the emotion is he's a fantastic dad. He loves helping people. He loves helping others succeed at a really high level. Whatever variation you want to do. Leaders on this call today, this is important. If you want more 3-way calls, give your team, give your downline your edification script. Why are you going to let a brand new associate struggle with this, get scared, get nervous, not even say the right facts, right? Or not even get it right? So on our team, when we onboard a new associate, we actually text out our edification scripts. We make it really, really easy. And I say script, it's just 3-4 bullets, the 3 facts and 1 emotion. Everybody can do it. So once again, share that with people. Don't put it on the brand new associate to write a bio about you, right? Make it really, really easy. And then mute yourself, guys. Really important. We don't talk enough about this. Just as you can edify someone, and that just means lift someone up, right? So that they walk on water, glow in the dark. If you ever do a 3-way call with me, I ask really, really deep, thought-provoking questions. I want to get to the root of what their hang-up is, what the objection is. And so many times I'm asking a question that the prospect was not prepared to answer, right? True. They didn't know they were getting on the phone with me. So a lot of times there's silence on that call. And so if you're not used to silence as the associate merging the call, you're like, John, what I think Aaron means is that he's asking, have you ever done that? The minute you talk over the expert who was lifted up, you now just took their spot. It's called de-edifying, guys. So really, really important. If you're like me, you love to talk, push mute when you merge that call. You can talk all you want because nobody else can hear you guys. Literally, I do that all the time, walking around the room, my experts on the phone. Do whatever you have to do to make sure that you do not de-edify the expert. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys are tracking with me on that as well. Step number 5 is take the application. And I am sad. It is unfortunate that we have to put this step on here, but we do, guys. So I'm going to give you guys the best 3-way close of all time. This was taught to me by Mr. Carruthers, the #1 guy in the company. And this thing flat out works. It is fishing with dynamite, as I like to say, right? So once we answer the questions, and usually, by the way, there's almost never more than 2. I can usually get it done in 1. The other cool part with the 3-way call, guys, they're 5 to 6 minutes long. 5 to 6 minutes long. Leaders on the call, if you're doing a 30-minute 3-way, you are doing a disservice. It is a disservice. They do not have to be that long. This is not a time for you to talk about yourself or anything else. And sorry to give you tough love and have that fierce combo. It's important, guys. It's very hard to duplicate that. If my sponsor was having to do a 30-minute 3-way call with me in the beginning, I would not have grown to what we grew into. I didn't have the time. Right now, I'm doing a 30-minute presentation, a 30-minute 3-way. That's an hour, and I only had 30 minutes. I would have deselected. I would have self-checked out. It just wasn't going to be a fit for me in the limited amount of time I have. So keep it concise, keep it short, be purposeful, practice this, role play it so that you know exactly what you're going to say. So I answer the question. Let's say 2 questions, right? And then I'm going to say, let's say it was John. John's the associate, and Jim is the prospect. And John is the associate, Jim is the prospect. I answer the questions. I'm gonna say, hey, John, quick question for you, if that's okay. He says, absolutely, awesome. Listen, have you already done the application with Jim? Or is that what you guys are gonna stick around and do right now? Have you already done the application with Jim? Or is that what you guys are gonna stick around and do right now? Yeah, I jumped out of my seat. Yeah, I smiled. That's how I sound on the phone, guys. That energy will transfer. Here's the cool part. I already know he has not done the application. We would not be doing this 3-way call if he did, right? Yet here's the answer almost every single time. No, Mr. Browning, actually, I haven't. I just watched the video, but Jim, are we doing the application now? Is that the next step? Guys, they're literally begging the associate for the application. I'm telling you guys, this is so important. I've been on a lot of training calls here recently where we're doing closing strategies. You need them in certain situations. I know this is a closing strategy, but it's 1 sentence. It's 1 line that you have to remember. Have you already filled out the application, or is that what you guys are going to do right now? It is so simple. And if you're upline, guys, if your 3-way expert's not doing this script and they're not on this call today, make sure you're writing this down and you give it to them. I'm telling you guys, it is fishing with dynamite. This is the only script we use for the close, and it works every single time. Okay, cool. The other big part about take the application that's really important is, and it's unfortunate. I learned this the hard way. Sometimes when you're merging a 3-way call, you go to disconnect and it didn't disconnect. And you'll see it because you go to make a call right after, right? Because like my schedule's back to back, and all of a sudden you're still connected. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And you try to hang up again. So that's actually happened twice to me over the last year. And what I learned from that call is that all of a sudden I'm back on it. I'm hearing the associate talk to the prospect. And here's what happens, guys. And it's unfortunate. I hop off the call as the expert. They just said they want the application. And the associate's like, man, I told you guys you're gonna kick it off, Mr. Browning. He's amazing. He truly is what he just said. He's gonna help us. Feels weird talking about yourself, but stay with me. Listen, I just sent you over a text with the link for my website. Hit me back if you have any questions. It only takes 5 minutes. I'm so excited. And they hang up the phone. Here's the problem, guys. Buying Legal Shield, becoming an associate with us isn't sexy. It's not sexy. And what I mean by that is they see value in it. Everyone needs the membership. Everyone here can attest to that. But for most people, unless they're going through something, there's no real difference of getting it today versus getting it tomorrow morning versus getting it the next day. And the more life we let get in between us taking the application, them doing it, the less likely they are to do it. And it's not them being malicious. Do not make this about the prospect. It's about life. We get busy. We get distracted. It's on the back burner. Like who here has, 100 emails they have to get back to? I know I do. Same thing. My intention is to get back to them. I just got busy. So I teach this because you need to take the application. Take it there. And I know someone's thinking, well, I was in the car, I was driving. Shame on you. Shame on you. You want to know why? If you're following these 5 steps, guys, your 3-way call was scheduled. So even if you are in the car, that call's at 9 o'clock, pull over. Pull over. It takes 5 minutes. So what we teach on our team is 2 strategies. Strategy 1 is once the expert gets off the phone, you're going to say, Jim, I told you that was amazing. Listen, I just sent you over a text with the application. Put me on speakerphone. I'm actually going to stay on the phone. I'm going to walk you right through it. So step number 1 is walk them through it. Very, very effective. The second way, step 2, and this is the way I prefer to do it, guys, is I'll actually take the application for them. So here's the script I use. I haven't shared this with very many people. I say, cool, man. So the next step is the paperwork. We have two options here for you, Jem. The first one is I can text you over the link. I stay on the phone with you. I help answer the questions. It works, but it's going to take a little bit more of your time. And I know time is so, so important to you. The second way, guys, is I'm actually going to send you the link right now so you can look at it, but I'm going to fill it out for you. I'm going to cut down and really knock this out in about 3 minutes. Saving time is important to you, right? They always say yes. They're like, oh, cool. Yeah, let's do it that way. Fantastic. I pull up my website, guys. I don't know why I'm typing on my keyboard. I have the information. I ask them the questions like I'm them. It's fantastic. And what's your last name again? Okay, cool. And what's the best email? Really important you give me a valid email because that's where they're going to send your commission statements. By the way, I say that all the time, guys. People want commission. The people want money. And the best phone number for you. And I go right through it. So it's super, super easy. It really does take, 3 to 5 minutes. But those are the two strategies we take. If you're just sending them a link and praying for it, sitting by your phone, and checking that email for that confirmation, you have a brand new member on your team, guys, it's not very effective. Take the extra time, get that done, take the application, close this thing down, which is really, really important. So congratulations, guys. You all have a brand new associate. Your work is done. Guys, this could not be further from the truth. You are now at the starting gate. This is a tough lesson that I had to learn early on. My first several months here at Legal Shield 2 years ago, year and a half ago, we were onboarding a lot. We were in straight momentum mode. We were signing a lot of people up. And I'd never been a recruiter. I've never had success doing anything like that. And then the attraction game. But because I plugged into a system that was so much better than me, it allowed me to have really, really big results. So I had a lot of fun doing it, which sounds crazy, but I truly did. And so I would sign someone up, and I viewed that as the finishing gate. I'm going to go back to it because I want this image to really stick in someone's mind today. And I plugged them into the system. It wasn't like I orphaned them or anything negative, but I was on to the next. I was on to the next associate, trying to get more people into this amazing company. I was having so much fun doing it. I wanted to go bless other people. And it's the wrong way, guys. So now this image, I want to replace the other image with this one, because this is what I think about every time I sign up a new teammate, guys, is you're now at the starting gate. They now just gave you permission, as Mr. Carruthers says, to re-recruit them. We got to treat them like an infant. We got to get them plugged into our system and our models. Do not orphan that brand new associate, guys. Anyway, hopefully this image really sticks in someone's mind. So how to launch a brand new associate. You guys ready to see how we do this? By the way, guys, notice my language. How are we doing on time? Okay, hopefully we're still good. We use launch. We don't want to get people started. We want to get someone launched, guys. We are going to launch their business. I want to get them paid and promoted as quickly as humanly possible. So we do a welcome call. And by the way, this is not news to anybody, so stay with me because I'm going to teach you a little bit, probably some subtle nuances on this that maybe could change something for you. The sponsor sets up 3 welcome calls on our team. It must be done with a new associate the same day. That's our standard, guys. Same day. A standard by definition is what you allow, not what you hope for. So if you're doing, welcome calls a week later, you drop the ball. You missed it, in my humble opinion. But some of my biggest EDs, my biggest builders, guys, they're doing that welcome call literally within minutes of the person signing up. I got one associate on my team, like literally minutes. They just did the welcome call. Now, just did the close. They got the application. Now they're doing the welcome like that fast. It just works. So do have 1B with an upline director, senior director, if you have it, right? An upline ED, if you have it. And then someone on your team, someone in your organization, someone sidelined to you even that has a similar story to the prospect or career or income goal. Really, really important. And the goal of the welcome call, guys, it's to anchor a new associate. Really, really important. I want to show the associate that this company is so much bigger than just their sponsor. If I sponsor them, so much bigger than me. Here's my upline. Here's someone else who's a nurse just like you. Here's someone else that wanted to make $5,000 a month and they did it in 3 months, right? So really, really important you anchor them, guys. That's where they get their belief from. The second one is identify talent. And this one's really, really important. In fact, I'm going to share a quick story with you. Let me check my time. This is funny, guys. Another leadership lesson. So this is probably a year and a half ago. It was last summer. I'm a big boater. I have a boat here in Northern Virginia. We're on the Potomac River all the time. I don't know why I threw my hand up like you guys can see the river behind me, but I did. And I remember sitting one night, I was hanging out with my wife, and we're blessed to live very close to Darnell Self and his family and their amazing organization. And I sent him a text, right? And I said, hey man, I know you're super busy, but I'm a big boater. I'd love to get you out on the water sometime if you're open to it, right? And it was one of those where I pushed enter right away, thinking like, oh my God, why did I just do that? Like that's Mr. Self. Like, oh, like I was almost mad at myself, right? Like thinking like that was crazy. Why'd you do it? He fires back almost immediately. Dude, would love to. I looked to my wife. I was like, we have Mr. Self and Mrs. Self coming on the boat. She was like, what? Right? Like we were so excited, also like so nervous. And so I was like, okay, perfect. Let me know when, thinking he was going to say like next month. And he was like, how about next week? I was like, it works for me. Like, even if I had something on the calendar, you're moving it for Mr. Self, right? And so we were going to go on the boat next Saturday. And there's a point to the story, guys. I promise you. That Friday before we go, he texts me back and says, hey, do you mind if I bring a friend? I was like, oh, they're a friend of yours. They're a friend of mine. You guys want to know who he brought? You guys ready for this? He brought Marty Wen. Marty Wen. So I'm like 6 months into this Legal Shield journey. Marty's probably 2 months in, 3 months in. Like we were both infants in terms of Legal Shield. So we're on the boat. It's not a big boat. It's 22 feet, so there's not a lot of space, right? So you're right next to Mr. Self, right next to Mr. Wen. This became a mastermind. Like it was us like trading ideas, topics, right? We could have taped this 8-hour, 9-hour boat journey, the mastermind journey. I don't even know what we could sell for. Like it was straight fire. But one of the topics that came up was welcome calls, right? See, I told you, I'm going to bring it all back to it. Mr. Self, as he always does, says, Aaron, tell me about welcome calls. Like, what are you guys doing? What's the format? How's it looking? I said, oh, Mr. Self, I don't do welcome calls. He does one of those smirks. He says, oh, tell me more, right? Like I'm falling into a trap. I'm walking right into it. And I said, they slow me down. They slow me down. Like we're on the next. I got to get back on the phone. We got to do PCCs. We got to do all this other stuff, right? And he was like, okay, interesting. He was like, how are you identifying talent? See, what he didn't know, guys, is I knew from my real estate journey, I'm not great at sales. I'm not great at a lot of things. But if I can get people around me, people in our organization who are 1,000 times better than me, they'll help take you to where you want to go, right? So I was like, talent, like for a local call, I was like, Mr. Self, tell me more. And he's like, yeah, Aaron, see, a simple 5-minute telephone call with a brand new person, I can identify talent, right? And so he walked through how he was doing it. You guys want me to share the questions that he asked to help identify talent? I should say question. I'm going to do that with you on the next slide. Really, really important, guys. And so that story, that why to, right? Because the how to is important. I'm going to share that with you, but I needed to hear the why it was important for me to make a pivot so that I actually start doing them. I start embracing them in an organization and teaching them so that it goes down the ranks. And that's what happened that day. So to identify talent, and then what I get really excited about, I can't say it with a straight face, is to set that PZC launch, right? So here are the 6 steps, guys. Take a screenshot of this, write this down. This is what we teach in our organization. And back, I know I said it earlier, a good welcome call is 5 minutes, guys. It's no more, no 20, no 30. So we get on the phone with the new prospect. They edify me if I'm hosting that through that welcome call. I'm going to say to the prospect, in this case, I'm going to use, I'll use Jill. Hey, Jill, real quick, appreciate you getting on this call. This is going to be a 5-minute call. We call them a welcome call off script. I'm telling her what to expect. It's 5 minutes, right? We grow into the conversations around us. So I say, Jill, how we like to start these is, if you don't mind, share your 15-second story, a little bit about your background that you think would be important for me to know. And then I'm quiet. Most people have never heard that, so they're going to think for a quick second. Here's the cool part. Whatever they lead with is what's important to them. Some people lead with kids. Some people lead that they're in a job they absolutely hate. They've never had an opportunity. Whatever they lead with is going to be something super, super important with them. Also, very important, you say, tell me your 15-second story. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get someone who likes to talk, and that could be 5 minutes. It could be the whole welcome call just on that one part. So once again, we grow into the conversations around us. Cool. Whatever they say is awesome. Jill, thank you so much for sharing. Jill, do you mind if I share my quick story with you? Hopefully you guys are picking up. I'm trying to keep this as conversational as possible. This is not just me lecturing for 5 minutes. They always say yes, they're engaged. Now, leaders, your story here can be about 30 to 45 seconds. This is not a 5-minute beat your chest, tell every ring you got, every award. They're going to learn all that stuff on team calls and everything else, right? So you want to share a quick background. So here's what I suggest. What you did prior to Legal Shield, the problem in your life, how Legal Shield solved the problem, and where you're at now, where you're headed, right? So I was back in real estate, 60, 70 hours a week, miserable, spending so much time away from my family. I was missing time with my wife, my kids. 2 years ago, I watched the same video you just watched, and it changed everything. Put me on the path towards time freedom, financial freedom. More importantly, both my kids got their dad back. I have now officially retired myself from the grind of real estate, by the way. That's my story, right? That was like 20 seconds. You can add a little bit more to it, but keep it in that 45-second range, right? Hopefully they're like, wow, that's really cool. Thank you for sharing. I can totally relate. Step number 3. Do you mind if I share our team story? Guys, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this or do this, but this is a really, really good technique. So I say that, do you mind if I share it? They say yes. I'll say, awesome. I saw that you just got welcomed on our GroupMe and our Facebook page. You probably have had 31 people already say welcome. Welcome to one of the top teams in the country. And I want to make sure you knew that that's not sales hype. That's not sales language, right? It's true. You just joined one of the top organizations in the entire country. one of the top organizations in the entire country. And we wear that honor with a badge on our chest. So I want to make sure that you're walking into something that is great, that is established. You are a member of an award-winning culture. Here's what happened, guys, off script. When you walk into something that is already really, really good. In fact, let's use football. If I got drafted by, let's change it. I always use New England. With the recent Super Bowl, I got drafted by Tampa Bay, right? I'm walking into that locker room like I'm 8 feet tall because I just joined a Super Bowl winning organization. I know that we have a high probability of winning again next year, that we're walking into greatness versus walking into the worst place team in the NFL. You know, you got no shot, right? So set your brand new associate up for that posture. And here's the other cool part that happens, guys. The new associate does not want to be the reason that your organization goes from being the top to the 5th, from the top to the 10th, right? Because they know you are already great. They want to help stay great. So it's a really, really good strategy. And then I asked the prospect, here are my 2 talent questions. Mr. Self, so much smarter than I am, so much better than I am in everything. He can do it in 1. I can't. So I had a follow-up question. But why Legal Shield? So, hey, Joe, why Legal Shield? You're going to get 2 types of answers. By the way, off script, every answer here is the right answer. It is their answer. It's not ours. I want to make sure you really understand that. There's no judgment in this. It is theirs, not ours. So the 2 types of answers are, because my friend John, he said it was he said it was a cool company. I trusted him. So I thought, why not try it? By the way, guys, is there anything wrong with that answer? No, you see, it's her answer. But here's answer number 2. Aaron, because I'm sick and tired of working 2 jobs. I am sick and tired of not taking my kids on the vacation that I promised them every single year. I'm sick and tired of not living life on my terms. That's why I'm doing Legal Shield today. Real quick, guys, throw in the chat box. Is it answer number 1 or answer number 2 that screams talent, that screams builder, that screams runner, whatever you want to label it, right? It should be crystal clear, guys. Answer number 2, of course, right? I see the chat box blowing up, which is awesome. Okay, so step number 5, question number 2 is, Jill, real quick, what do you need to make a month for this to be a win for you? It's funny, guys. I teach this a lot. Without fail, someone will come up to me afterward and they'll say, Aaron, I was tracking with you until you got to the money part. I don't feel comfortable asking the money part. Guys, you have to. You have to. They're joining Legal Shield to make income for a side hustle, right? Well, at least on our team, that's what we're talking about. Here's the other thing. If I don't know how much money someone wants to make, how can I effectively lead them? Think about it. Stay with me. If someone on the team has a goal of making $200 a month, I can probably talk to them once a month and help them accomplish that goal. If someone wants to make $10,000 a month, guys, they're a favorite on my phone. We're talking every single day, every single day. The leadership conversation is different. So once again, 2 types of answers. Some will say 200 a month, which is fantastic. Love on that. And others are going to say a big, big number. Throw in the chat box again. Is it the small number? Is it the big number? Answer 1 or answer 2. That's going to really help drive that point home that you got someone that really wants to move. You got a builder. You got someone that screams talent, guys. So literally in about a minute's time on those 2 questions, I can identify who I need to lock arms with. And I know someone's probably thinking it too. Aaron, don't you lock arms with everybody? I don't. I wish I could, guys. We all have the same 24 hours a day. So I made a commitment to my family because I have huge, huge goals that 80% of the day is spent with the 20% of the associates on my organization that are trying to get after it, that are trying to kill this thing and trying to go as fast as they humanly can. I want to pour gas on their fire, guys, right? Versus hanging out with someone that doesn't want to go that fast. Not to say we don't love on them. We aren't coaching and mentoring. Of course we do. Of course we do. But it's not at the same level as it is when you lock arms with a runner, right? So once again, hopefully someone's tracking with me on that. And then step number 6 is set the date and time for the PZC. Set the date and the time for the PZC launch. And so, by the way, everyone knows, let me see if I can go to that slide real quick. I'll take you guys real quick. Let's talk about launching through a PZC, right? This is really, really important. So this is, I believe, the linchpin to our team's explosive growth. We are able to onboard people and get them launched really, really fast, right? We were doing PZCs before COVID, before it was cool. It's because something we did in real estate. We're a big Zoom, not company, culture, I guess, across all brokerages. We've done it, trainings, everything else, masterminds, all that sort of stuff. We're done over Zoom. So we've always done it. We want to get people launched, right? So when I'm on that call with them, on that welcome call, let me go back to that real quick. Make sure you guys can see it. Sorry. I go through the first 5 steps. I'm then going to say, listen, I just mentioned you joined one of the top teams in the country That has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with your sponsor. Unfortunately, has nothing to do with you as much as I wish it did. It's just we're really good at getting people launched. We follow a proven system, a proven model. We copy it. We're not here to duplicate anything, recreate the wheel. We just follow a proven system. And our proven launching system is called the PZC. It stands for Private Zoom Call. You ready to hear this? And here's what, you're going to love it because it's all leverage. Right? I don't know about you, but I love leverage. So we're going to set a date and time in the next 24 hours, right? 24 hours. I'm going to give you the sickest script. This script everybody in the company is begging for. They're offering to fly me out to locations, pay for dinner, take me on exotic trips, right? They're trying to get their hands on this. And guess what? This script has recruited over 2,000 people in the last 2 years. 2,000 people. And I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to gift it to you today. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to send it out to your warm market. What's warm market? People you know, like, love, and trust. People you'd have over Sunday dinner. People you'd have over for a graduation party, a birthday party, right? You're going to use the script. You're going to get them on the Zoom call that we all set the date and time. You're literally going to wave to them like you're in a parade. Your sponsor, John, is going to introduce me quickly, and I'm going to run one of the sickest 25-minute presentations you've ever seen. I'm going to go over both memberships and the opportunity. We're going to close down and answer any questions. And here's the cool part, Jill, is that we've found over the last year of tracking our PZCs at a really high level is about 70% of the guests that are on end up coming on board. They end up seeing value in what we're doing, 70%. So my question for you, Jill, is are you ready to get your business launched with us? I do it in a question format, guys, really important, because about 80% of the associates say yes. They're like, oh my gosh, where's the script? I don't see it in my inbox. Let's go. The other 20%, guys, they want to go a little bit slower. No, nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their own vision for where this business goes. All right. So they don't want to run quite as fast. And so what I've learned over the last 2 years of doing these is you can't force a PZC on someone that doesn't want it. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. They usually don't have guests. They no show, whatever it looks like. So ask the question, hype it up, tell them what to expect, use urgency, use emotion so that they transfer that. They get that same urgency, right? When you do it correctly, the 80%, guys, I'm telling you, they're really going like this. They're like, let's run, let's do it. Let's set the date and time. And then you set it, right? So let's go back to launching a new associate. Give the new associate your proven scripts. It's important. In that script I just gave, I said it's recruited over 2,000 people. I hear a lot of people say, I'm going to give you a script. It's good. In fact, here's 3. Pick and choose what you like. If you like one, or you could say whatever, a variation. Guys, that's not sexy. You're going to confuse the brand new associate. Let them know what you're giving them is straight fire. Focus the associate on the warm market. Really, really important. I believe the PZC is not meant for cold. We're going to talk about cold and leads and social media, everything else, guys. This is warm market. Who do you want to bless with this opportunity right now? Who in your family needs to be protected? Who in your family is looking for more income, right? Talk like that. Coach them on that. Check in with a new associate every hour the day of the PZC. Every hour. Really important so you can course correct, right? I see this mistake a lot too. If I have a PZC set for 5 p.m. today, I call the brand new associate at 4:45 and I say, how are we looking? How many confirmations? And they say 0. Guys, I don't care if you're Mr. Self or Mr. Carruthers. How can you course correct? How can you pivot with 15 minutes to help them get a win? It's very hard. So I'm checking in at 9 a.m. that day, 10 a.m. And when I do my check-in call, it's really simple. It's 30 seconds. How many invites did you get out this past hour? And how many confirmations do we have? The reason I ask these 2 questions is I need to know if I'm coaching on effort. Yeah, I said that. If I'm coaching on effort, if I'm coaching on skills, right? If they didn't send out any invites, that's an effort conversation. I got to refocus them on their big why, their income goals, why Legal Shield. If they're giving out the scripts, they got 10 invites out, but no one is saying yes. Are they saying it to the wrong people? Are they saying it to cold market? Did they change the script? All right, I can flesh out both of those 2 questions. Anyway, every hour on the hour, someone's thinking it's a job. Yes, it's a job, guys. I want to help get someone launched, right? Really, really important. Your new associate has a job. Yeah, we give them a JOB the day of their PZC, right? It's important. Their job is to welcome guests. They're their friends, not mine. So they're standing there like in a parade, waving, saying hi. If done correctly, this sounds like a family reunion for the first 5 minutes. They must be early, 5 minutes on, otherwise they're late. They must have their video on. That is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable, guys. Sponsor is also there. And I should have said that. I apologize. Videos aren't for both. And the reason is a couple reasons. The biggest is their friends are going to do what they do. True story. If they don't have the video on, they most likely will not have their video on. So make sure you're coaching on that. Make sure you're telling the associate to be in a place with a semi-professional background, right? They're not in the car driving it. They're taking this serious. They're then going to edify the presenter. If they're not comfortable, by the way, you don't want to blow someone out, have the sponsor do it. That's one little pivot. I should make an asterisk there. The reason being is some people have never talked on camera. Like that's not, in fact, a lot of people, I shouldn't say some. So when you tell them they have to edify you, they get stuck on that. And what I don't want is a brand new associate spending 2 hours practicing what they're going to say to edify me. That's a waste of 2 hours. I'd rather them stay in lead gen mode, stay in prospecting mode. So in that case, if I start to pick up on that could be an issue, have the sponsor do it. And then the last thing they have to do, guys, is they need to take notes of every guest that was on, and they need to rank them. They need to rank them from hot to cold. Really, really important. Because when we get off that phone call, off that call, we're going to call down that list. And I'll talk about that here in a quick second. But that's their job. By the way, I get this question a lot too. How do you know a hot lead? Well, when their video is on, it's really, really easy. So for instance, guys, when I get to the commission slide, like I punish that slide. It is so exciting. I'll have people go like this. Sorry to do that to you today. I'll have people completely lean in, right? That means that they want to see the numbers. Like that's a hot lead. If you see someone taking notes, when I get to the slide, have you ever, and they're raising their hand, they're going like this, right? They've been affected by something that we solve. Those are hot leads, guys, hot prospects, right? So that's an easy strategy to do that. Then lastly, set expectations for the follow-up. A lot of people lose on this. You see, most people play not to lose versus playing to win. It's one of my famous quotes, guys. Write this one down. I love it. Most people play not to lose versus playing to win. What I mean in this example is they don't want to risk the relationship. That's how they're viewing it by following up. So they don't, right? So we tell our brand new associate that 99% of your guests are not going to call you the minute it's over, even though it was fire, even though they want to come on board, even though they need the membership. I prep them for that. So what we're going to do is the minute that PCC is done, you're going to get me on the phone with the hottest lead, and we're going to go straight down that list. We're going to answer any questions, get them signed up, right? Is that cool? If you coach them on that ahead of time, you're leading them into this follow-up conversation the day of, guys, not as soon as it ends. They're more comfortable. They're expecting it. They know what's expected of them. I cannot tell you how many times they hang up the PCC. And guys, I've seen it happen. They're sitting by their phone. Why hasn't John called? Why hasn't my mom called? I don't get it. Okay, must be busy. 2 minutes go by. Man, they must not have liked it. Guys, it doesn't work like that. We all know that. Make sure your brand new associate knows that as well. And as I said, we call the list from hot to cold because we want to make sure we get the hottest ones on the phone, which is really, really important. And then teach your associate how to do a proper three-way call. Once again, don't spend a ton of time on this. We're gonna really perfect the three-way call after the PCC. I don't want to waste a lot of time on that because I want them in lead gen mode. Guys, I appreciate you spending the last hour or so with me. Hopefully you guys got some massive, massive value. As I said, I opened up our playbook. This is exactly what we're doing to become one of the top teams in all of Legal Shield, guys. I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic day. I look forward to locking arms with all of you guys. Guys, if I can ever be a resource to any of you, let me know, reach out. Be good, be safe, guys, and God bless. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
All right, Legal Shield family, it is time for some IPA. And I'm not talking about a beer. I'm talking about income producing activity. I'm so excited to be able to share some things with you right now to help you promote for the live Zooms that are happening tonight. See, ultimately, our goal is to take people from not knowing to fully understanding what Legal Shield is, not knowing to fully understanding using third-party tools. So the good news is it's not about you. See, again, people don't buy from the depth of your knowledge. They buy from the height of your enthusiasm. So when you're excited, people get excited with you. I mean, literally, you can tell somebody, hey, you want to go check out the new ice cream shop? I think there's a new like a sorbet, whatever, down the street. I mean, if you're free, we can go check that out. That'd be pretty cool. And they might not even go eat ice cream. Like, I'm down for ice cream for like whatever, but like if you'd have talked to me like that, I wouldn't be that excited. But if you say, dude, there's a new sorbet shop in town, you're never gonna believe this. They got rolled ice cream, it's off the chain. All I've heard is everybody that's gone there has loved it. We gotta go. I'm down. Like, when are we going? I need to go to this place. Wherever this is, take me there. And so if you're maybe a little timid about picking up the phone and calling these people to invite, I understand. You're like, dude, your energy, it's a lot. I had to learn over years how to have this type of energy, but I've always been a fun guy. I always loved to have parties, throw parties. You're like, that is not me. Okay, let me share a text script with you then and how you can get more people to look at the information. So I'm going to talk it out to you. I'm going to repeat it, and then I'm hoping that you're going to write fast. So get ready. If you can record this with maybe another phone or something like that because you're on your computer, this would be a great time to press record and get this short nugget for you to use later on. All right, this is a script that I share with the team to send out in text message to invite for a private Zoom call or any Zoom call, honestly. So it says, hey, name of guest. Let's call that Tyler. So your friend's name's Tyler. Hey, Tyler, I've got just a minute. I'm involved in an exciting project with the former VP of Microsoft, Jeff Bell, who launched Halo and Xbox Live. We are working to launch a couple of new smartphone apps, and I wanted you to hear about it. If I invited you to hop on a special invitation-only webinar, would you hop on? Alex, because that's my name. All right, so it sounds like this. Hey, Tyler, I've got just a minute. I'm involved in an exciting project with a former VP of Microsoft, Jeff Bell, who launched Halo and Xbox Live. We are working to launch a couple of new smartphone apps, and I wanted you to hear about it. If I invited you to a special invitation-only webinar, would you hop on? It's so simple, guys. So text that out in a script, and literally, I want you right now to send that to 10 to 20 people. 10 to 20 people, I copy and paste, but for God's sakes, don't send Tyler to everybody. If their name is Susan, type in Susan. If it's Greg, type Greg. Your name can stay the same, but not their name. And please, do not group text people. I freaking hate Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. group text messages. So the number one way to turn people, you're like, I sent it to 50 people and they just cuss me out because you put them in a group text. So just take the time to hit copy and paste and change the name. It may take you 5 minutes to send 20 text messages, and you know what? That's okay. So guys, let's get some activity. Load up these Zooms that are happening tonight and make it happen. All right, peace.
What an exciting day it's been so far. But let's get back on this activity break. Another 5 minutes strong, folks. We want to take out our Prospect by Legal Shield mobile apps and invite everyone we can. Just like Mr. Shahid said, let's take full advantage and get some IPAs done right here, right now on this Super Saturday so that you can come out of Saturday just exploding your Legal Shield businesses. And again, we're going to come back and we're going to raffle some great gifts. So get excited and invite those prospects. We'll see you in 5. Let's go, family. We got 2 minutes left. Who's going to win the next raffle? We have another book, Untrapped by Mr. Brian Carruthers. Another license plate, Legal Shield license plate to give away. And another $50 cash prize. So let's do this, family. Send out those invitations. We got 2 minutes left. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone's doing that activity, guys. Remember, use your Prospect by Legal Shield mobile app to invite to these Zoom events. That way, your prospects have an opportunity to RSVP. I sent some earlier. I got an RSVP. It's super exciting to know that they've actually raised their hand and said, yes, I will be there. Not only did you send them the invite, but you got the response, folks. So I'm super excited for our next segment here. We're going to go ahead and declare our raffle prize winners after this segment. So you definitely want to stick around after this, but we're going to bring in none other than our servant CEO, Mr. Jeff Bell, an extraordinary leader, folks. Your CEO took the time to be with us today to get a message out that you need to hear. So buckle in. Text everyone on your team, hey, Jeff Bell's about to come on. Maybe they took a, I see it's around lunchtime for some folks. Maybe take a little lunch break. Get them back on because they certainly don't want to miss this next message. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring in our servant CEO, Mr. Jeff Bell.
Good afternoon, SEC country. I'm pleased to be joining you today from our headquarters, our home office in Ada, Oklahoma. Ada, Oklahoma is where this 49-year-old startup began and continues to flourish today. For our first-time guests in the room, welcome and thank you for the privilege of your time. For our associates, thank you also for being here and for your commitment to our mission. For our guests, you may be asking, who are we? Well, let me share a bit about who we are as a company, starting with our vision and mission. Our vision is to build a better world where access to justice and security is equal for every human, regardless of gender, race, orientation, education, social status, or personal wealth. Our mission is to protect and empower people with the tools and services needed to affordably live a just and secure life. This is all governed by our values, which we live every day here at Legal Shield. We are mission first. First and foremost, we put our mission above all other considerations. We weigh all of our decisions based on how they will or will not advance our noble and just cause. We constantly improve. Our commitment to this cause manifests as a drive to constantly improve, a core value we share with our members. That value shows up every day in our obsession to service our members with extraordinary focus. We join forces. We believe in joining forces to achieve our common purpose in a way that no individual can do on their own. We take extreme ownership. We also believe that taking extreme ownership of the work we do as individuals and teams, taking responsibility for each and every one of our missteps, and proudly and celebrating our achievements. We live passionately. Knowing that life is short and that our work matters, we live passionately, enjoying each other and what we do, both at work and in our personal lives. I mentioned constant improvement. Let me give you some real examples of improvements that are being worked on that will improve our membership experience, all of your members. We are improving our mobile application to expedite access to legal services. We're looking to reduce wait time and phone tag. We will be introducing the ability to request a consultation for any matter on any day at any time. And rather than waiting for the law firm to open, having to call you back maybe within 8 hours, how about 15 minutes? We will have a thorough explanation of each of the features of your plan and service, both in the app and in your personal member account online. This all comes in a new member account and mobile app that is so much easier to navigate with a simplified look and feel. What can you as associates do to improve the experience of our members, you may ask? Well, you are marketing a membership for a lifetime. I'm asking that you not rush when you take the time to introduce and explain the services that we provide. Take time to explain the features of both legal and privacy services. The best thing to do with a new member, you may ask? Get them started on preparing their will, their medical directive, their estate plan. My friends, before I leave you today, I wish to share with you what we think is the most pressing issue in the market today, and that's privacy and privacy management and protection. Criminals continue to file illegal unemployment claims. How do we know? Our members call us and they tell us. What do? Well, we guide them through the process to clear their good names. Criminals continue to scam people out of their stimulus checks. How do we help? Well, we're available for no rush consultations to prevent our members from clicking on the wrong thing. Let me ask you a question. Have you heard of cyberbullying? How about reputation management? Yes, we provide consultation and technology to take control of your online reputation and to protect yourself and the ones that you love. And as we seek to be the one and only service you need for your privacy management, coming soon will be a VPN, malware protection for your home, and a password manager. Let me leave you with this. Our theme for 2021 is Our Time Is Now. Because quite frankly, we know that our time is now. It is time for you to ask yourself if you are living the life that you want to live. Are you making the decisions that will determine your destiny? Are you willing to put in the work to achieve everything you desire? Because, my friends, your time is right now. For all of our lives, we've been asked to wait. We've been asked to wait for equality, for freedom. But there are more of us now. We are stronger, and we will wait no longer. Our time is now. As the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. said, now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. The time is now to open the doors of opportunity and to reach the paths of justice and security. The time is now because it is time for change.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Mr. Jeff Bell, for that incredible comment keynote there. But now it's time to raffle off some more gifts here, folks, some more prizes. Right, we're gonna raffle off. We're gonna wait 2 seconds here to get the names of the winners. I think they're still raffling them up. We'll have them in a minute. But what an exciting event it's been! I mean, Mr. Aaron Browning smashed it. Mr. Alex Shahid showing us how to onboard Legal Shield Associates. Mr. Josh Lockhart teaching us how to invite, as well as Mr. Shahid, how to invite prospects to get onto our live Zooms that are happening tonight. Guys, I hope you took full advantage of everything that you learned, but more importantly, remember, there's that law of diminishing intent. The longer you wait to put that knowledge into practice, the less likely you are to put it into practice. So get to it, guys. So here we go. We have our winners. Everyone ready? Ears open. We have Miss Samantha McNeil. Congratulations, Samantha McNeil. You won yourself a Legal Shield license plate. I mean, this is awesome right here. I have one of these. My wife has one. It's just an amazing, cool license plate you can put on your vehicle to represent your company, right? And then Mr. Richard Apopka. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Apodaca. Forgive me, Richard. I'm just mispronouncing names left and right today. Forgive me, guys. But congratulations. You won yourself Mr. Brian Carruthers' Untrapped Freedom Manifesto. And congratulations to Michelle Young. You got the $50 cash prize for going out and doing that activity, folks. So again, Samantha, Richard, and Michelle, if you could please email us either at danielg@legalshield.com, or you could email Mr. Josh Lockhart. He'll probably pop his email in there again. Let us know how you would like to receive your prizes, right? Thank you, Mr. Lockhart. I see that in the chat now. Really appreciate you guys going out there and getting it done, because you're leading by example, and that's how you win, folks, is by leading. If you're doing the right activity, you're teaching the right activity, and that's what's gonna win that's what's gonna win the championships, right? So, ladies and gents, it's been an amazing time with you here. It's time to say goodbye. Again, this is a recorded event, so if you have team that just couldn't be on, let's say they had to work today, or they didn't have internet, or they couldn't get on the link, or whatever the issue was, folks, this is recorded. You could come right back to this link. And I'm also going to go ahead and chop up all of the trainings that you got today, including Mr. Aaron Browning's, and I will actually supply that link in the comment boxes at this YouTube link, right? So if you want to send the individual trainings out to your team, you can just copy, paste, send those trainings out. Guys, I think everyone needs to hear all the trainings that we're on here today. But we're going to sign off on behalf of Mr. Joshua Lockhart out of the Georgia region, and Mr. Alex Shahid and his beautiful wife, as well as Mr. Josh Lockhart's wife, Michelle. And on my and Rebecca's behalf, we want to say thank you for participating in today's Super Saturday. God bless you all, folks, and have a great day.